as our Fulton band, under the direction of David Keene, plays our national anthem.
All right, good evening. You've got Bud Blake here alongside Blake Ellis at Bob Black Field, home of the Fulton Falcons for the Gibbs Fulton High School game tonight. Blake, what do you think?
But I think it's going to be a pretty good ball game. Gibbs is, 4-1?
4-1 with a tough loss to Webb.
Fulton, and they are 2-3. Is that correct?
No, I think they've just got one win. I think they beat Austin East. I think they lost to Central. Not blowouts. Fulton obviously can compete on any given day, and from what I understand, this Marcellus Jackson they've got at quarterback is a pretty talented individual. I think Gibbs is pretty concerned about keeping him hemmed up and not letting him get outside tonight.
They call him Marmar is his nickname. And I reckon he already has quite a few offers stacked up. He's going to play at the next level. And he's a kid that whatever you consider fast, multiply by 10, and you've got this kid. He's quick. It's going to be hard to contain him. If you let him in open field, he's going to toast you every time.
Yeah, and Gibbs has speed. They have team speed, but I don't know that they got that kind of speed. So contain is going to be the key with him tonight, just talking to some of the coaches and players. Did you get a chance to watch the Central Gibbs game at it was live television last Thursday?
I did watch it.
Heck of a football game.
A heck of a football game. And if you're Gibbs, that's encouraging because Central beat Fulton, was it 42-22, 42-20, something like that. So you come into this game with, on paper, if it works out, you're better than this team. But you still got to play the game.
Yeah, and it's one of those games in this region. You have a blowout night, something like a 42-22 victory, like you were talking about Central over Fulton. That's that night. You could play again the same two teams the next night and have a different outcome. So, needless to say, Gibbs is going to have to bring their best tonight. And one of the things I've noticed all year long, and it didn't show in the Webb game, I think Gibbs maybe got a little bit intimidated at Webb and slowed down, but they can score at will. On just about anybody they played this year, they have moved the ball well and scored when they wanted to, and found a little bit of a passing game last week when they were down some running backs.
The best way to beat speed is to keep speed off the field. Keep the ball out of Speed's hand. So we want long drives, eat clock tonight, and back to the defensive side of the ball. Don't be trying to tackle people one-on-one. Gang tackle. Make sure there's a whole herd of you getting to the ball.
I like it. So what you're saying, offense is the best defense. I like it. So we're about to get underway here, showing 8 minutes and 15 seconds before kickoff. Fulton is currently coming onto the field with their team right now doing their stadium intro. Both teams had been out on the field warming up and have went back into locker rooms to get their final prep work done. And we'll be getting started underway here at kickoff is at 7 p.m. I understand we got one of our own, Jake, running for Homecoming King at Fulton tonight. Jake at church.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you now.
Yeah, no, not you and I don't have a Jake.
Yeah, I was excited. Who's Jake?
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. See that tonight. So I'm not sure where he's at. I've been looking for him. That's what I was told. I'm giving you secondhand information right now. So Fulton players coming out on the field from over there. Let's take a real quick break here, and we'll be right back just in time for kickoff. All right, we are back. Blake, we got 5 minutes before kickoff. I got a little story for you. So the wife comes to me, just chit-chat, normal everyday talk, says, got to take the cat to the vet. She said, got to take the cat to the vet? She said, yeah. I said, okay, that's fine. Why? Because I'm thinking, now here we go, vet bills, this, that, and the other. She said, well, it's peeing on the carpet. And I said, on the carpet, like everywhere? And she said, no, just on the carpet right beside its litter box. We got a litter box for the cat. Okay, well, that's fine. But I'm kind of thinking, why would it pee right beside the litter box every time? Of course, I'm no veterinarian. So she takes the cat to the vet. They can't figure anything out, yada, yada, yada. She says, I got to take it back. I said, what do you mean you got to take it back? She said, they didn't know what was wrong with it. I said, well, okay, all right. So now I start trying to put this together in my mind, right? The wife can't figure it out. The vet can't figure it out. It's time. The truck driver in me, we gotta fix this. So I get over there, and I've watched an animal or two use the restroom out in the yard. They've got a certain formation for when they go number 2, a certain formation for when they go number 1. I'm looking at this cat who weighs 20 pounds, and I'm looking at this litter box. Like, that don't fit into that. I told her, I said, go to Walmart, get a bigger litter box. That's not going to fix it. Just go to Walmart, get a bigger litter box. Go to Walmart, get a litter box. Guess where the cat's peeing at? Yeah, in the litter box. I told her that'd be $120.
Easy money.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Didn't see it. So sorry, folks, for that humor. We are on top of the press box tonight, so we may have some background noise coming from the PA here at the stadium. It is a nice, cool breeze up here. Blake and I actually like it. We can see a lot more of the field from up here and got a better angle of view, but hopefully the sound is okay for you guys tonight.
It feels good outside, bud. The last few mornings have been cool. It feels like football weather finally.
Yeah, it's getting like, I'm ready when it's time to pull those long sleeves out. That's good football weather. That's about the same time the wife starts getting the pumpkin spice stuff out. So we're fixing to go for the coin toss here. We got the captains for both teams coming to the field. I noticed that we still got no Nathan Butler dressed tonight. So he's still plagued with injury.
He has a knee injury. That is what keeping him out. He has got a cartilage issue in one of his knees.
So that's likely season ender?
Possibly. What I was told is depend on what route him and the surgeon decide to take on how it's repaired.
I got you. Well, we hope the best for that young man. He's got a bright future ahead of him. So we've got our captains out here. So talking about going back to that Central game, man, I text Coach the next day. I said, great game. They played great. It was coached well. I am so glad that I do not have to choose a player of the game. I could stand up here all night, and Boone went out of the game early with a groin injury, but he played well in the first half. Allison played well. Had Braxton Beeler getting in the backfield on defense. Hubs. I mean, we had guys all over the field. I could have called every player's name and could have picked probably 10 players of the game, and every one of them been legit.
That's the best attribute, I guess, that this team has is from week to week. There's not one guy that stands out. Every week there's a handful that you could choose from, and that right there is what makes differences in top ball games.
You're exactly right. And in that game, I noticed a lot of guys going to play in both ways. Hubbs was one of them. The kid was all over the field on defense. Had some great, crucial third down runs. And Gibbs found a passing game. Kamen Schoen came in, made a lot of great catches, scored one, if not two touchdowns. Kamen Schoen kind of had a breakout game this year. I know that he's been doing well, but he had a great game against Central. And it was needed. Boone went out, and we've discussed Butler's been down. So it was needed for some of these guys to step up. But Gibbs found a little passing game, and I'm hoping we get to see that tonight. They're going to kick off and defer to the second half. So we'll have Fulton receiving the ball, and we've got Marcellus Jackson, or as you called him, Marmar?
Marmar. That's what they.
Are
that's
you
what
sure
his
on that
nickname
Marmar?
is.
Because I think I'm going to go Marmar all night.
That's what I've heard all week long is Marmar.
Then again, though, Marmar's grandmother might rather hear us say Marcellus.
It's possible.
I'm going to go with Marcellus. Angola fixing the kick here, and we are off, folks. Little pooch kick. He's staying away from Marcellus. I don't know how I feel about that call, giving Fulton the ball at the 45, but I understand what they're trying to do.
Derek Smith on return.
You also have a good chance of him running the back to the 45-yard line.
You know, I'm thinking if I'm going to do that, I just kick it out of bounds. Just kick it away from him out of bounds, give it to him on the 35 rather than that little pooch kick, but –
yeah, because he's not the only fast cat on this team. I can promise you that.
Yeah. And Gibbs has some team speed. Schoen's out there playing again, probably going to play both ways tonight. So Gibbs does have some speed as well, but we'll see how they match up against Fulton. I don't know that this is the same Fulton team, albeit dangerous and well coached. I don't know it's the same Fulton team that we're used to. We got a stoppage of play on the field here. As Fulton's substituting some players in and out, I would almost think maybe we got some knee pad issues again because he's pulling his knee pads down over here. So I'd say we've had an official timeout for a player to come out and get his knee pads in the correct spot. Seem to really be cracking down on that this year. And then Jackson going first thing with the option and played well. It goes back to form tackling there, Blake. You can't just jump at them. I don't like leaving your feet. But
when you have a ball carrier, all he's doing is simply ducking and you're missing him, you're obviously going way too high. You're going to have to break down against Marcellus. And like you said, back to fundamentals here, back to peewee ball.
Yeah, so Gibbs defended that well. They seemed to be ready for it, just didn't quite make the tackle. And this is what you got, is you got Marcellus getting outside. Got a Levi was there. I'd like to see him get his head turned around just a little bit.
Pretty well defended. He was in the right spot, just wasn't ready for the ball to get there.
Yeah, you got to get your head turned around on that one. Possible,
good pressure,
possible
though.
Interception.
Good pressure on Marcellus there.
Mm-hmm. I think Gibbs can beat Fulton tonight. I think they're going to have to play a clean game, and they're going to have to keep contained. You're going to see, I believe, a few fast breaks and a few big plays. But it's kind of like what you were talking about earlier. If you just kind of get the ball and keep it moving and keep it out of his hands, be in good shape. And we'll see what other talent that Fulton's got to showcase.
If Gibbs keeps Marcellus contained and Gibbs continues to score points like they have, I expect Gibbs to win this. But you let him run wild, and it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, big hold right there. I believe that was Torrey that just got held beyond all measure down there. It might have been – excuse me, not Torrey. It was Sharp, maybe Wyatt West, but somebody just got held in a major way. Almost thrown down, which is what broke that free. That's unfortunate. Fulton continue to line up in a shotgun.
Well defended.
Yeah.
Bryson Walker there.
Another Giblet playing both ways. I think Gibbs can compete tonight. I'm excited about this game.
I think you mentioned earlier about the passing game. You've got a senior at quarterback. He's got a lot of game time under his belt. So as long as the offensive line can protect him up front, Gibbs is going to be able to pass the ball. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Good job on containment though. The defense done what he's just quick. Defense done what they were supposed to do right there. You could tell they've probably been coaching that all week.
Does it kind of remind you a little bit of a Barry Sanders-esque, kind of short to the ground, very quick, very shifty with his lateral movements, hard to bring down?
I've not seen him get to stretch his legs yet. He's got that football speed. I don't know about track speed yet, but he's definitely got that good first step. And just as you think you've got him, he slips by you. This drone up here is wearing me out. Over here. I keep catching out of the corner of my eye, so again, they seem to have him contained. Oh,
he got it.
That's a great play.
Excellent.
Yeah. Walker in there on the sack.
Stayed lateral with the line of scrimmage, made sure he didn't get outside, and then, boom, popped him.
I'll tell you something I'm noticing right here, and Walker done a great job of just making the form tackle. But Marcellus got that ball out there one hand a lot tonight.
Loaf of bread.
That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. So could create some opportunities from Gibbs if we can continue to be on top of them.
That right there is exactly what you want to do. Like I said, Bryson stretching up, but he had help backside. There wasn't any cutback lane for Marcellus there.
So we got 4th and 11 here. Gibbs get one stop. They're going to get pressure. Long pass. Not going to be good for the first down. So Gibbs is going to take over on downs here at the 22.
A little bit soft on the coverage, but I think the receiver lost where the sticks were at. He came back a little bit too far.
Yeah, I don't think you can complain at all if you're Gibbs on that one. We let a few things get away from us from just poor form tackling and a missed hold call, but other than that, good series for Gibbs on the defense. And we're going to see, I think, a heavy dose of Brady Hughes at running back tonight. He played a lot in the Central game as Boone went out. Running back done well. Brady's a 100% effort guy. He's going to give you all he's got and then some. But we saw him a lot. I'd like to see some of the passing game. Not seen Boone yet on the field, but we do have some other offensive weapons. Got Eli Hubbs in the background. He looks like a tank back there, don't he?
He is. You talk about short and stocky, but his legs never stop.
Yeah.
Never stops churning.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a tank. So we're going to have about 3rd and 8 here after a short run by Hubbs. This guy sounds like our announcer, don't he?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like Richie Beeler. So we've got Palmer in shotgun, 3rd and long. Pass, you think?
I think so. I think he's going to take a shot.
Yeah, so that was a dangerous play. He was under a little pressure. It didn't have time to develop out here for Kamen to get open. I think he was coming open just as that pass was thrown. And right here you're going to see my favorite fourth down play, the punt.
A lot of times it's the most effective play in the book.
Mm-hmm. When done correctly.
When done correctly.
UT had one that wasn't done correctly Saturday. Did you get a chance to see that?
I did see that.
You're not going to see it tomorrow. And Walker's going to get a good booming kick.
Excellent punt.
Yeah, it took a really nice Gibbs bounce. It's going to be fielded. He's got room over on that far sideline. Yes, I can't ask for much more with the speed that he's got. Great punt by Walker. Going to be about 15, 20 yards on the return, but they were able to contain him, keep him from taking it long.
You hate to, and it's not really nitpicking, Bud, because that was a heck of a punt, but it was very low line drive-ish. When you've got a team that's got speed like this, you want that ball to get up there in the air a little bit and give your punt unit time to get down there and kind of set up a coverage for it. That ball outbeat the coverage there.
Yeah, that the old classic out-kick the coverage.
Yep.
That field gets a lot bigger when there's that much speed on it. You just look like they've got so much more room to run.
You play a team, a Carter or a Halls or something like that. You can't ask for a better punt than that.
Yeah, so Jackson makes a great spin move right up the middle to get away from the Gibbs defender, and still on his feet. That's what I'm talking about. We can't go cutting at legs. You're going to have to wrap your arms around this guy and tackle him. Hopefully that's something that coaches will talk about over there, but you're going to have to heads up football, put a shoulder on him, and put him on the ground.
We had a spin move, stiff arm, and a hurdle.
Hey, you got it all in one play.
Jiminy, the whole enchilada.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing the light. He's quick. I'm not seeing the lightning speed there. But again, Gibbs had him for a 2-yard gain wrapped up, and he spun out of it. Reckon that's why he's got those offers?
There's a good chance. I did notice an ETSU, our guy in an ETSU polos walked in the press box. You got to think that's who he's here watching.
Yeah. So the extra point is good, and that's going to be Fulton 7, Gibbs 0. Let's take a short break, and we'll be. And we are back here. 6:32 left in the first quarter. Fulton just scored. Your score is Fulton 7, Gibbs 0. But Blake, I know we just gave up a touchdown, but I still think I like Gibbs' chances tonight.
I do, and you can't, and I've said it before in the other broadcast, you can't panic. Just because Fulton has scored on a long run, it was exciting, all that jazz. You can't let this turn into a track meet. Stick to what you've worked on all week. Methodical down the field. This is going to happen. You just next play you go on about your business.
You got Sean Fields, the kick return there, makes it out to about the 33, 34-yard line. So good return there by Gibbs. Came and Sean on the play. Yeah, and Gibbs hasn't really. The only game that I felt like that they kind of got punched in the mouth and had a hard time coming back was Webb. But one thing I will say about this team is they have been punched in the mouth by Halls, by Carter, by Central, and they just keep fighting.
Well, you look like week one, that was a dogfight for a little while. Gibbs pulled away in. Carter had them down 20-7 at one point. Gibbs went on a 35-6 run. Yeah, they've responded well.
Yes, you got Palmer on the carry. So we've got some speed too. You know what? I think Palmer ought to be mad at me right now because I've talked a lot about this Marcellus kid, but I've not talked about the speed of Palmer. He's quick. He's elusive. He's like a deer out there. And I think maybe some of those design quarterback keepers, little option plays, go back to some of the Gibbs plays of old.
And again, he's got a lot of game experience under his belt. And a lot of times I'll take game experience over sheer athleticism.
You got Levi Allison, who has coughed up the ball, and we got no whistle, so that's going to be a Fulton touchdown. Some confusion on the part of the refs down here. I don't know if they're going to talk about this, but the ref on the far sideline seemed to be the one that had eyes on the play, and as soon as the ball popped out, he took off running. I don't know if the near ref was wanting maybe to call stop forward progress. That's unfortunate for Gibbs because we just get a 6-yard run and something like that happen. Fulton's going to line up here for the extra point. 30 seconds since they last scored.
Almost got that.
Yeah, almost got that. The extra point is good, though, so it's going to be 14-0. Fulton leads. Still don't think it's out of hand, Blake. I think you've had a couple miscues. There's a lot of football left to play.
You got 6 minutes left in the first quarter, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
You've got 3.5 quarters of ball to play here.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. It was happening on the far sideline. I couldn't see exactly who caused that fumble. Nonetheless, here we are. Fulton fixing to line up for a kickoff again. You know the night's going rough when your punt team and your kickoff receiving team get a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. You never want that.
No. Going to see a heavy dose of that tomorrow with UT, I hope, from the other team. Akron? We got Akron tomorrow?
Akron. I think we'll hang somewhere around 60 on them.
Yeah, I don't know what we got here. We've got a false start on the kickoff here on Fulton.
I've never understood how you do that.
Yeah.
How do you beat the kicker to the ball?
Yeah. It's the same thing as growing up, I was always taught you watch the ball. You watch the ball. Don't care what the snap count is, you watch the ball. That's one of those inexplicable penalties. So we're going to get 5 yards here for free, Blake. Hopefully.
Who we got back? Levi Allison and Schoen?
Levi and Schoen, yes, sir. Not as big of a crowd, but it's filling in. I kind of thought there would be more. This is a big stadium, though. I'm just going to put it on the ground here. You got to come up and field that one a little quicker.
Got to get to it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to field that a little quicker. But nonetheless, good starting field position about the 32, 33-yard line. So Gibbs going to come back out and try to regroup here. What's your first play?
If it's me, I give it to Hubs right up the middle. See what it can do.
They had a little misdirection cross play that was working well against Central. Hubs would kind of start one way and then take the handoff going across the line. It seemed to work well for short yardage, but, getting 3 or 4 yards. But right now, we just need to establish a drive. Gibbs just need to start moving the ball.
A lot of people, they get bored with the fullback handoff up the middle. Oh, it's right up the gut, right up the gut. Oh, Lord.
And then here we go.
Can't do that.
We've coughed it up again. That was Boone's first play in the game. Just missed the handoff exchange there. So you got to play defense now.
Yeah. How many toes do we have left, bud?
I don't know. It's
jeez.
I got to think that some of that is Boone. Took a week off. I'm sure he's not been practicing full speed trying to nurse that going back. That was just a bobbled exchange. He bobbled it right out the gate, and that's another way that injuries can hurt you when a guy comes back. He's not been taking full reps. There we go. Good form tackle by Eli Hubs right there. That's what I'm talking about. Put the body on them and wrap them up.
If you're Gibbs, what's the most important thing that you just noticed right there, bud? Did you pay attention?
No, talk to me.
It was a simple curl route. The ball did not look great. Mm-hmm. So make him throw the ball.
Yeah.
Again, we talked about contain before, but make him throw deep.
Mm-hmm.
Make him try and throw deep, because for a curl route, that was not the best looking ball I've ever seen.
No, and I do think there's potential. Of course, funny, I talk about him having potential. You got to turn your head around if you're a DB.
It made me look stupid.
You got to communicate defensive backfield got to communicate with each other that the ball's in the air. We got a flag on the ground, a little laundry, probably a hold. So it looks like, holding against Fulton. So we're going to get that back, Blake. We're going to get a redo on that, plus 10 yards.
Thank goodness, because it made me look stupid in about 10 seconds. Oh, yeah, watch this.
Yeah.
I'll just throw it down to the 2 there, buddy.
Yeah, so you're taught, though, you communicate with each other, right? Ball's in the air. That tells your cornerback or whoever it may be, free safety, to get their head around. Let's talk about something right here, Blake. Talk to me about this star position. Seems like over the past couple of years I've started hearing this star position, something I've never heard in my whole life. So is this where we're just dropping a linebacker back into the secondary?
You know, it's different with everybody. It's terminology. It could be like a nickel back, a monster back, something like that. It's whatever package they've got in it, and if it's an extra DB in the lineup, obviously.
Great job
look
there.
At Hubbs.
Yeah,
he's a heat-seeking missile.
He's a beast.
Heat-seeking missile. But, no, if that's what it is if it's an extra DB, or an extremely fast outside linebacker that they feel comfortable in coverage, you're probably going to see it a lot tonight, because that gives you more speed in the containment game, but also deep on the back end of things. I wish they would tell us exactly who the star was, so we could kind of look and kind of see it.
Watching football this past weekend, why I bring it up is, at 43 years old, I've played a lot of football growing up, and I have watched a whole heck of a lot of football my whole life, and I've just all of a sudden started hearing about this star back. Comes from the star position, yada, yada, yada. So good defense there, getting pressure in there, the quarterback rushing him to throw the ball. I believe that was
Bryson Allen.
Defended by Bryson Allen. Yes, sir. Bryson Allen on the play, had him locked down. So let's build some momentum on defense right here. I think if we can quit making mistakes, Fulton's having a hard time moving the ball against us.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have to quit with the mistakes. I was tickled to see Boone in the game. Maybe he can shake that one off, and let's build on something right here. You got Levi Allison back to receive the punt. Got to watch for the fake punts here with a team like Fulton, but I don't know if they're going for it on 4th and 20 or whatever it wound up being, 25. Allison takes a fair catch down there about the 6-yard line.
I think I'd let that one roll. See if that goes the end. Was it the rule of thumb? You put your heels on the 10-yard line, anything goes over your head, let it roll.
Yep. Yeah, that's what most coaches teach. So we got 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Gibbs needs to put something together here offensively and move the ball. I feel like if it had a little bit more time, that passing game could have developed. You're going to see Hubbs in the backfield here. They're playing pretty tight on Gibbs. They're not afraid of Gibbs getting away from them. So Hubbs takes the handoff.
Palmer
kept it.
Got back to the line.
He faked me off.
I love his bands.
I do. I was just fixing to say that's part of my favorite. So last week, the drum line came down at halftime. Gibbs right in front of us. So you got a little reverse action here. I believe that was Boone.
He's trying to find a cutback out in there. Just every time he got filled, every time he started to cut.
It's hard to get north-south when every time you do, there's a player there. Anyway, drumline Gibbs came set up right in front of us and just done a little 5-minute ordeal. I was digging it. My favorite parts of the game.
I'm like you, but I played football my whole life growing up into high school. The band was always what you could hear in the field house. That was better than any pregame music, you could have. And so now I'm teaching over at Gibbs, and outside my room I can hear the band on the field in the mornings. And you talk about on a good, cool, crisp morning on game day, hear that drum line.
Yeah, song taking you back. So you're going to see a little Gibbs punt action here. Palmer was sacked on the play there, looking to get rid of the ball. We're going to have to get a little better protection. I like what they're doing with Palmer, getting him out on the move. He throws well on the move. Need a good kick here out of Walker. Take a Gibbs bounce out to about the 45-yard line. Not ideal field position, but we got out of the shadow of our goal line.
Try and repeat the last possession.
Yeah, so Robert Miller confirming. He just sent me a text confirming me on that star. So you're basically playing a linebacker or or a defensive back. But it just like that terminology just came out of nowhere. You know, it's like I'd never heard it. All of a sudden I'm hearing it every game that I was watching. It was crazy.
I know when I was in high school, Carnes used to run a 4-2-5 defense, and that's what they called it, a monster back. And it was an extremely outside athletic linebacker, pretty much all he was. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he's got some jukes. But, you know, a whole lot of running there. I feel like that's a win for Gibbs. You hold this kid to 10 yards.
And he ran 45 to do it.
9 yards, yeah. He ran 45 to do it. So you got the retired Brett Favre. I seen this video the other day kind of talking about that star package, but he was talking about his first years in the league. And I got to clean this up a little bit because it was Brett Favre. But anyway, he was talking about his first years. Oh, ball's on the ground. Yeah, so a win for Gibbs there. He's still not going to get the first down. I believe he's going to be about a half a yard shy, depending on where they spot it. So anyway, he's talking about nickel defense. He don't know what it is. You know, y'all didn't. I think it was nickel defense. But anyway, and he's asking this other quarterback, the guy that's ahead of him, because, you know, believe it or not, at one point, Brett Favre was not the starting quarterback. So he's like, hey, man, he said, it's a nickel defense. And the guy's like, you don't know? And he says, no, I don't know. He says, that's when they just put another DB in the game. And Brett Favre goes, that's it? And he goes, yeah, that's it. He says, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
You know, so because Brett Favre was a gunslinger. I mean, he's just going to throw it all over the place. He don't care who's out there, what position they're playing, what coverage they're in. Just give me the ball and I'll find somebody. So Fulton with a crucial mistake there on third and very, very short.
Everybody but the center moved.
Yeah, it makes you think that he was the one that had off on the snap count, huh? Again, goes back to what we were talking about earlier, watching the ball.
It's amazing.
So Gibbs getting a little gift here maybe. See if we can I do feel like this far in, Fulton may go for it if you don't get it right here, especially if they gain any yards, but a little bit of a gift there. And he's going to bring it around the end. Hubbs with the reach. Yeah, he's still going to be about 5 yards shy of the first down. I think Fulton goes for it.
You know, a lot of times, Bud, you get any other team in Knox County probably, you know, they're looking at 3rd and 1, it gets bumped back to 3rd and 6. Probably changes the play call maybe.
Yeah.
But I get the feeling watching Fulton, I don't know that there's a whole lot of play calling. I think it's some backyard. Who's going to draw this one in the dirt for the quarterback? Yeah. You know, I think if we could somehow hide the stick that they're drawing these plays up with, we've got them, you know.
Yes. Again, Gibbs playing these runs as good as they can play them. I feel like they're holding contain and forcing him to cut back inside. They're playing good defense. He's just quick. 4th and 5 here. Let's see if we can make something happen. Gibbs got balls in the air.
Oh. Crap.
Yeah, little separation. Crazy. We had some hand fighting going on. Little hand checking. He created a little separation. I'm not going to call it offensive pass interference.
I'd like to apologize to the entire Gibbs defensive coaching staff for the comment earlier about him not being able to throw deep.
Yeah, so they're going to let this quarter wind down, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter.
I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor of Clear Springs Baptist Church. While we take a break, I want to invite you and your family to come and join us at Clear Springs Baptist Church at the Crossroads in beautiful Corryton, Tennessee.
I'm Paul Baird, the student pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. And as we're taking a break from this game, I want to personally invite any middle school or high school students to come check us out on Wednesday nights for Unfazed Student Ministry.
We are back here. Fulton going to be on the other end of the field here with a 1st and goal situation, Blake.
You got to – well, in
bend,
a
don't
perfect
break.
world, you get it – well, yeah, bend, don't break. In a perfect world, you get a turnover here.
Yeah.
But if you can hold him to 3 right here, that's a huge win.
Yeah, and Gibbs has had some big tackles for loss. I don't think anything's out of the question, but we're going to have to keep contained. It scares me a little bit more with short yardage like this when that's all he needs is a couple. I feel like he can get it. And Marcellus is going to be the ball carrier. Gibbs stringing him out pretty well. That's not going to work. Yeah, you're not going to lay down in front of this guy. So it's going to be another touchdown, Eagles. We're going to have to start seeing some form tackles here on Marcellus. He's just too good. What was it, the Eagles? I don't know. Sorry, folks. Little interruption from our producer there. He needs to get back in his role. Just produce. Apparently I said touchdown Eagles. I mean, Falcons. They're both birds.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some laundry.
Yeah, we got laundry on the field.
I think
A little false start. That can change things at the high school level field goal.
On a pit. Awful lot of false starts on kicking units here.
Yeah. Special teams still. I still say it's not out of hand, Blake.
No.
Defensively, Gibbs is playing well. They're just going to have to find some kind of rhythm and some kind of play scheme that will work on offense. It's tough when you're out Boone and Nathan Butler.
Well, you look at think back to the Tennessee game against Pitt. Blocked it.
Yeah. Well, they blocked it or he kicked it straight into him.
Good penetration there by Landon Brooks.
Yeah.
But, Tennessee started out slow. Defense was on the field a lot, just like Gibbs is. When the offense started clicking, they were feeding off each other. The offense is going to have to put something together here. Give the defense time to breathe, 1, but 2, give them a little something to fight with, give them a little mojo.
Yeah, I feel like that other than some bad form tackles, I feel like Gibbs is playing great defense. And we're going to have them come out, and again, seeing that kickoff return, Boone Brockwell is out on the field to return this time. So hopefully that groin is getting better. I'm loving this band down here. All right, number 31 for Fulton on the kickoff here. And it's going to be Boone getting a chance to return. Let's see if he can stretch legs. Got a little, we got some trickery going.
They gave it to Allison.
They gave it to Allison, and I like the creativeness of it, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I wonder if do the coaches pick who gets the ball, or does Boone decide? I
don't know. So I'm thinking at some point, it may be you got a captain in that situation that's looking.
I was going to say, you think Boone's looking down the field. Where's the alley going to open up?
Yeah, because as a coach, if you say, hey, give it to Levi, and there's 14 guys right behind Levi when you hand it to him. So we're going to get a personal foul face mask here against Fulton. So maybe catch a little break here. I like the creativity by the coaches. That play was executed well. It didn't get the outcome that they wanted. Had me fooled for a minute.
What was that? Golly, but it's been years ago. The Titans and the Bills, the miracle on that kickoff return to win the game for Tennessee. They threw that kickoff return across the field.
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I remember it, but I don't remember it. And Boone going to take the handoff. Here we go. That's what we want right there. Some Boone Brockwell first down yardage right there, a 10-yard gain. Moving the sticks. And that's all we got to do is move the sticks for the rest of this half. I think even if you go in halftime, 20-7, still like you feel got a chance to win this game. Had a little Joe Biden moment there. I got my words mixed up. All right, so Boone again snipped it out that time. Going to be a loss of 1. Boone likes to be patient before he takes off.
He definitely likes likes to watch his blocking up front set up, kind of read his cutback.
Yeah, I've seen him and Butler both just kind of literally walk upfield and that's a testament to your line, because if you're able to do that, they're getting second-level blocks and things like that. Gibbs' offensive line has made some holes for these guys this year. That a boy, way to get out of there, Palmer. He's going to be stopped for no gain. But if we can get some kind of run game going, we can open up that play action pass and get them to bite down and open something up here. So 10 minutes and 26 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Gibbs trying to put together some kind of drive here at midfield. And I like to think that.
Oh, Boone's wide open. Boone's wide open. Oh, so is John Caldwell.
Yeah. So we're going to have the first down yardage there.
Golly, I wish Palmer could have seen
everybody
Boone.
Was wide open. Connor was wide open across the. Matter of fact, Connor was so open I thought that the play had stopped because he was just standing over there.
If Palmer could have, as soon as he made that play fake, took 2 steps, set up and thrown, Boone might still be running.
Oh, you got to get rid of it, Palmer.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, I'd like to see him had just another second to throw that one away, but I think he made a good choice in just tucking it in. I don't think we're going to have time for the deep outs right now. The protection is just not there for the deep outs, but I think on this side of the field, I think Coach Turner, we're probably looking at 4-down territory on these. The way the defense is playing, I'd say we'll play 4 downs on that side of the 50 all night long. See Connor come in motion. Palmer's going to kick it, found him a seam straight up the middle. Going to get
those yards back.
Yeah, got a lot of those yards back. So it's going to be 3rd and long, but again, we probably got 2 shots at it here. Clock still rolling at 9 minutes and 18 seconds.
You know, and you look, if you look down here on the Fulton side of the field here, you look at number 18 for Gibbs, John Caldwell. Look at the height difference between him and that cornerback. Throw some balls up, let him go up and get it.
Bryson Walker, there we go. Palmer's got a lane, and he's going to get close to 1st down yardage. I believe he's got it. So if we can get them to respect the run just a little bit, we might can open. But anyway, Bryson Walker's another one that wins a lot of those 50-50 balls. He's just a good, sizable kid, and I don't know, over the past couple of years, Walker seems to win those battles.
And what are short cornerbacks prone to doing when they're having to go up against our – they hold.
Yeah.
You get a lot of those deep downfield holding calls. I'll take the chains moving like that all day long.
Yeah. Other than the false starts, that kind of seems to be all that the refs tonight are seeing. I've seen a few holds and potential pass interference earlier. So Palmer drops back again. Boone makes a nice block pick up there.
Good run by Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer's going to get out, just kind of protect that ball a little bit, about a 5 or 6 yard scamper. That was a scamper, wasn't it?
That was a scamper.
It wasn't really a run. It was a scamper. So Gibbs put together a drive here, Blake. We're inside the 25.
This is huge. If you punch this in, this is huge.
Yeah, I think we've got an injured player here.
Oh, somebody's shaking up. But, no, you bring it back to a 2-score game. Your defense has had a little bit of rest. You got a little bit of wind back in your sails.
I don't know if we got a timeout or injured player. I got one limping over here, but that could just be the tired limp. Yeah, you got a tired limp and you got a hurt limp. I can't tell the difference between that one right there. May have called a timeout here to make sure. I'll tell you something else. Both these teams have a lot of players that will play both ways all night tonight. So the longer you can keep your offense on the field, the more you can tire that Fulton defense down. Yeah, so I guess that was a timeout, Fulton. I was thinking we had that for an injury because the ref was walking with a player. I thought he might have been injured, but that was a timeout.
Look for something, too, here, Bud. You know, Fulton relies on their speed a lot of times. A good timed screenplay kills a fast defense. They over-pursue, and you can really torch somebody, you know, a Butler out of the – or a Brockwell out of the backfield. Maybe a slip screen, something of that nature.
Yeah, so you're going to see Brockwell right up the middle right here. And I think that's what he's going to have to do. Now, he's a good, patient runner, and I like that about him. But I think tonight he's just going to have to find any kind of hole and hit it. And the line was pushing downfield. They all fell right there together. They got a good push on that. I know Mike posted a picture kind of crediting the line one of Boone's runs against Carter. Will had a kid. Actually, I say a kid. Will had two kids. Will Weaver had them both knocking them to the ground. So that's a good testament when your running back's having a good night. That's that old line. Just a couple there. A nice night for a football game.
Beautiful.
Design keep by Palmer. He's got some moves of his own. Mike should have just took that one straight on up there and avoided that last juke, but it's a lot easier to see from up here. I'm going to give Gibbs credit right here. They've seemed to change the play call, and this is a different look than what we were seeing early in the first quarter as far as plays. I do think that we got room for some. You're waiting on that Caldwell pass, aren't you?
There's a lot of room right down there.
Yeah, so Palmer just threw it to Walker. Just get north-south. There you go. And he's going to get down to the 1 yard line.
Down to the 6 inch.
That's going to be an Eagles first down.
I think this is the best. This is the best look Gibbs has as far as set-wise offensively.
Yeah.
I know they like putting that triple option in from time to time, but I think this is where they're most efficient because they run well out of it, but it opens up plays like that for Walker on the edge.
You think Hubbs right here from the 1 foot line?
Give it to him.
No.
Little bobble snap.
Yeah,
get it to him.
We didn't lose any yardage there. I think that's the biggest key.
That's exactly who that was going to, I think.
Yeah, it was going to Hubbs. I think we had a bobbled snap.
Give it to him again.
Yeah. Lucky that we didn't have a turnover right there, but I think Hubbs was like, if you don't give it to me, I'm just going to Palmer's in
That's
for
in.
a Gibbs touchdown. We ain't got the signal yet.
That's got to be a touchdown.
It is. There we go. Eagles touchdown. Now we're on the board, Blake.
Ball game.
20-6. That's Eagles, yes. It could have been Falcons with those wings too, though, Jenny. They both got wings to fly. All right, so Angola here. Extra points are critical at this point now, Blake, because Fulton has missed one. So you want to stay on pace with the extra points. This comes down to a 21-20 game later in it or something. Angola's going to set up to kick here. Kick is up, and
Yahtzee.
It looks good. There's a signal. All right, so we've got 20-7 with 6 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the first half, and we are going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back with you.
I'm Paul Baird, the student pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. And as we're taking a break from this game, I want to personally invite any middle school or high school students to come check us out on Wednesday nights for Unfazed Student Ministry.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the broadcast today. My name is Rob Maddox. I'm the worship pastor here at Clear Springs, and I would love to invite you and your family to come join us for one of our worship services on Sundays. We have them in the morning at 10:15 and in the evening at 6 o'clock, and we would love to have you come join us for one of those services.
All right, we are back here again. 6 minutes and 27 seconds left. So it's so weird tonight, folks. We've got our producing crew behind us. I don't have no idea how long we were back, but they're normally in front of us, and we can see them. They give us cues, this, that, and the other. They're behind us, and I just got somebody slapping me on the back telling me we were back live.
Apparently it's got more expensive for airtime during commercial break there.
Don't get near the commercial breaks we used to, do we?
They've went up this dadgum inflation. That doesn't exist.
So good high kick by Angola. It's going to be fielded back around the 7-8 yard line. He's got a seam, but I think Gibbs is going to wrap him up there about the 23 yard line. Good pursuit there by the Eagle special teams. Good high kick by Angola. What you were talking about earlier, get that ball up and give your defense time to pursue. That's exactly what he did that time.
That's good. Ball was in the air for a long time. Put it in the corner down here.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have asked for better.
Yeah, I think it's either that or just go ahead and kick it out of bounds. Let them have 35. I mean, if you're going to play keep away.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you pooch it down here around the 40, you're giving them pretty good field position, and I like the way Gibbs' defense is playing. I think if you pin Fulton back here with the 4th down, they're going to punt. So Gibbs going to get good penetration. Force the ball out of his hands. That's exactly what you got to have. I saw Hubbs back there. I saw West back there. And somebody else got a hand on, I believe that was Brooks. Yeah, it might have been Sexton. Is that 52 or 53 right there? Is that Brooks?
53, yeah. Landon Brooks.
Your eyes a little better than mine.
Fulton took a timeout.
Yeah. So we got Brooks, Hubbs, West all in the backfield. I think you keep that up. I will give this Marcellus Jackson this. He's poised. When he's under pressure, he doesn't lose his mind back there. It's like he kind of feels like there's still something that could happen.
Well, I think it's his legs is what could happen.
Yeah.
I think he's so confident in his ability to get out of trouble. I don't think it phases him.
Yeah. Look at the view we got here over the mountains. It's a pretty good view right there.
That mountain in the very far back with the light tower. Which mountain you think that is? You think it's the Smokies? You think we can see that far?
Yeah, we can see the Smokies from here.
I ain't got my rangefinder. I'll tell you how far we are.
I'm trying to figure out, does it go that far? I'm trying to figure out what direction we're looking.
Well, that right there, I think that's 640 east, ain't it? Or is that 40 east, I mean?
Yeah.
I think. Those billboards look familiar.
I don't know. Either way, it's a beautiful view up here, folks. Hate y'all can't see it.
Heck of a
Maybe
view.
we get our camera guy at halftime to get us a view of the.
I wish y'all could smell them burgers over on the grill, too.
See, this
Lord
is what we
have
need.
mercy.
We need ears for our camera guy so that when we're talking about this stuff, he can come up and look at it. We're working on this, guys. This is a work in progress. We've gotten a little bit more each year. Gibbs, good pursuit there. I think that's a good time to intro again. You know, I believe Jared Kidwell's here tonight with 5-star, but Jeremy and Jared Kidwell kicked this thing off for us several years ago and got this started doing this. And it's evolved since then, but kudos to them for getting this started, working with the school, and so we could bring these games to you. And we've evolved a bunch. They'll tell you it was nightmarish when they first started. But here we are today and looking at getting ears for our camera guy. Who would have thunk it?
We're still working on, I want the John Madden screen that I can ride on.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to give that to you. Not because they don't want to buy. Oh, you're going to get him for a horse collar, and he just grabbed. West just grabbed for something. I hate that. You know, he's grabbing for a jersey, anything he can get, and just so happened. I don't actually feel like he got the shoulder pads. I feel like he just got the jersey.
Good pursuit, though, by West on the play.
Yeah, it was a good pursuit. Kind of saw that one coming at the angle of that tackle. You kind of saw that was fixing to happen. So Gibbs giving up some unnecessary yards here. You're still just at midfield, going to be 1st and 10. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. I feel like, Blake, with Gibbs getting the ball to start the second half, it's a win if you just go into a major hold and it's going to get called.
Heck of a catch down here, though.
Yeah, heck of a catch, but all in void. This is going to go back. We got a hold on Fulton.
Gibbs is doing there's nobody's got their hand in the dirt. Everybody's standing, and they're getting a heck of a push right off the rip.
They're winning in the trenches on both sides of the ball tonight.
They're
Fulton is getting some penetration on defense, but yeah, you're right.
They're walking the two middle linebackers up, and it's kind of, if you're going to burn us, but we're coming for you.
Yeah, they're definitely in the backfield about every time. Fulton has had to hold on numerous occasions. That's the first one I've seen called. There's been a couple of really bad ones tonight. Obviously, the refs can't see everything. One of the things I like about this vantage point we got, I can see so much better. So we're going to have a 1st and 24 for the Fulton Falcons here. We got a stoppage play. Ref going to explain something to us, or?
I think you're putting more time on the clock.
Yeah. We got 4 minutes and 49 seconds. So 5:06. So 5:06 on the clock. So yeah, I think if you're Gibbs, if you go in with the score 20-7 or bad snap, so they're going to have to keep that contained. He's got a wide open man down the middle. Oh, and it's dropped.
Holy crap!
Dropped. I don't know if we got something in the backfield.
You hope that's not a late hit.
Yeah, you're hoping it's not. I got to watching back here. I got to watching the pass play and didn't see what happened back there. Let's hope that's not a roughing the passer.
I don't know what else it would be.
It's got potential to be a hold, but just in the direction the ball was. Yeah.
Yeah, blocking the back.
Blocking the back.
How about that?
Yeah.
What a play by Marcellus, though.
Yeah.
To have the composure to go back and get it and launch that. And had a guy.
On the money.
Had a guy.
Yeah. The kid's got – that's one thing that I've been watching is like I'm not overly impressed with his speed, and I'm not overly impressed with his accuracy, but he's got composure. Because, I mean, these guys are in his face.
He's just an athlete. He's just an athlete. Just an athletic kid.
Well, and it kind of goes back to what you were saying earlier, almost like this is a little bit like backyard football. Sometimes you've got some players that just have that mentality, and it takes the stress away. When you just feel like you're out there playing backyard football, it takes some of that pressure off. So Gibbs got Fulton back in a 1st and 48.
And it's kind of been like that for a long time up here, Fulton. You go back to the Dennis Rogan days, that's pretty much what they did. Mm-hmm. You know, when Rob Black was there, all that talent Rob Black had on those 3 state title teams.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're first in Fountain City right here, aren't we?
Yeah.
First in Litton's.
This is my phone ringing. Does people not know I'm doing a live broadcast? Probably my car's exterior warranty. That'll leave a voicemail. All right, so Jackson back to take a snap, 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Gibbs in the backfield yet again. And,
get him, Hub.
Eli's going to have it. Oh,
golly, Moses.
At some point, somebody's got to make a form tackle, another drop pass.
Jiminy Christmas.
We're really going to have to work on our tackling. I don't know how. You think the kid's got Vaseline on his uniform?
I don't know. I have no idea, but there's 3 guys had him wrapped up.
Yeah. So we've got 2nd and 400.
And he still got the ball off, and the guy dropped it. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I thought Hubs had him. I thought if anybody's going to get him, it'll be Hubs.
He's just so strong. I thought if he can grab anything, that's the reason I think there's Vaseline on his uniform. Hubs didn't get him.
And that man, he's also a wrestler. That man knows how to get people on the ground.
Yeah. So we're going to get pressure back there again, and a wide open receiver makes the catch, but it's still
that don't hurt you.
Yeah, it's still the only thing we're losing now is field position. It's going to be 3rd, and I don't know.
3rd, good Lord.
3rd, Black Oak Ridge.
10, 20, 30. You're still 3rd and 31.
I don't know. I don't have enough fingers and toes.
Should have wore flip-flops.
They're calling it 3rd and 33. So 4:04 left to go in the half. Gibbs wanting to get a stop here and get the ball back and try to punch it in again. I think they found a little bit of offensive rhythm there. And going to need one more stop here. Good pursuit by Gibbs. Good hits. You got to get that head around. Very fortunate to not get a pass interference there. A lot of hand checking, a lot of hand fighting going on right there. But the refs let them play. They've kind of been doing that all night.
A little bit of a tug right there at the end.
Yeah, so Gibbs going to get the ball. Great field position inside the Fulton 30 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. I don't think you can ask for much more with the way the disastrous first quarter started.
No, and it's funny. Last week against Carter, was talking in the same situation, down 20-7. Get a little bit of something, come out of halftime, try to make it a close game, and then boom, Gibbs flips the switch. So, maybe catch some more lightning in a bottle here.
Big thing here is use this clock, take your time, and no turnovers. You've got the momentum. You don't want to give it right back. Speaking of that Carter game, funny thing, I don't know if we got a delay game here or what we got. We got a flag on the field.
Yep, delay game.
Against the Falcons. How's that? Oh, because they were punting. 4th down. I was thinking we turned it over on downs. I skipped a down, Blake. I've been known to skip a down here and there. All right, so we still got a Fulton player kind of coming on the field. That's one thing talking about Coach Black. He ran a very disciplined football program.
Very tight ship.
A delay game for him would have blown his mind. Heck of a coach. And Gibbs going to try to get in there for the block. Done a really good job of not. I think number 8 there thought he was caught in a punt and was going to go with it. Thought he could run it on a little further. But he ran a really good football program, and things like that would have blew his mind. So I'm sure he is missed on the sidelines.
I thought we had that punt.
Yeah, I thought we had a turnover. I was skipping downs over here for some reason. Got a little too excited. Talking about that Carter game, though, that's the one game at the beginning of the season when we're looking at the schedule. And, with my work schedule, it's hard to get here for the first half sometimes. And I told everybody, that one right there, that's a mile and a half from where I work. I'll be there. I'll be there on time. Yeah, I got hung up in Charleston forever. Quarterback design keep here, and Palmer kind of runs right in the big number 53 there. I need to start getting some Fulton names out here. Michael Dowsey taking up some space there in the middle.
He's a big old boy.
Yeah. I don't think, obviously, Palmer meant to, but he just ran right into his arms like they were long-lost comrades. Oh, just got to lead him a little better. I think it's 4-down territory right here.
Yeah, I think so.
I think with 3 minutes left in the half, I think Coach is going to – I mean, don't you think – and I agree with him. I agree with him. If you're – the way the defense has been playing, I think midfield in, you get 4 tries at it.
Golly. Hubs had some room to move there, too. Yeah. Hubs is stout, but he's got little bit T-Rex arms. You're going to have to get the ball a little bit closer to him than that.
You have to get it a little closer.
He's not got a big wingspan.
Yeah, so you got Atkins in motion.
Oh, right there it is, wide open.
Looking for Boone, and he's got him for first down yardage, and then some. You just got to protect that ball, and Boone, Brockwell did. That's going to be a Gibbs first down.
I thought he was going to Schoen. He had Schoen on a slant route here, wide open as well. Oh, Lord. Boone's down.
Yeah, Boone's been fighting some growing issues. I don't know if he's got that there or maybe a cramp situation. Let's hope it's not the growing again.
I'm hoping he landed on the ball, knocked the air out of him.
He's walking gingerly as if something is amiss there with one of his legs. He's been fighting a growing issue. Let's hope that's not the case. Both teams going to get a time to talk about a few things here as Boone kind of gingerly gets to the sideline. They're going to let him get off the field for that. So we got exactly 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And let me turn around and look at my producers. I don't know what we're doing at halftime, if we're covering homecoming or what we got going on. We're gonna cover homecoming. I figured we would. So got some Clear Springs folks at home. Jake Lyons is going to be out here running for homecoming king, and we're going to put that on air. Let you just watch it. I don't think we're picking up too good sound. Oh, here we go.
He's got room.
Yeah.
Smart. Get out of bounds.
Yeah, good play by Palmer. Palmer's got some wheels. I like the design runs. I was turning around talking to producers there. My bad.
Look for that. If they can keep this drive going down here, look for that throwback wheel ride out of the backfield like that again.
Yeah, and Schoen's got some height. So you may see Kamen targeted here. Palmer going to bring Kamen back in tight. Send Levi in motion. And he's got a man open.
Oh, Hubs.
He's got Hubs. Oh! Oh, let it get in on his chest.
Dang it.
Let it get in on his chest. Third down, you've got 2 tries right here to get a first down. I like the play call. He had more than just Hubs open. He had Walker open as well. Hubs felt that end zone, you think?
I think so. I think he knew all he had to do is take about 3 steps backwards and he was in.
You know he's excited. He's
a fullback. That don't happen often.
Yeah. You don't often get a 30-yard grab as a fullback.
But that Fulton looked a little discombobulated out of that bunch set. I don't think they knew where to go.
Yeah, nobody picked up Hubs coming out. They're watching Levi, and he's looking for Kamen on the comeback.
I think it's a little miscommunication there.
They're calling him Shaun. You think I should tell him it's Shaun? They probably wouldn't listen. So you need 3 yards right here, Blake. I don't know that we've got anything that's just been working for 3 yards other than maybe another little comeback route. Got Atkins coming in the game and Walker coming over here to the near side. And we're going to shift again.
Timeout. They're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Let's take a timeout with them. We got 2 minutes, 37 seconds left to go here in the half.
If you do not attend church anywhere, we would love to invite you and your family to visit Clear Springs. Our church is truly for the entire family. We offer Sunday school and ministries for all ages, but most importantly, we have Christ-centered preaching. Pastor Justin Pratt and our church family share often that it is truly amazing at what the Lord is doing in our church. We are located in the heart of the Gibbs community at Harbison's Crossroads. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
All right, and we are back here coming out of the timeout. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the half. Gibbs down 20-7. It's been a lot closer ball game than that. It is 4th down and 2 to go on the Fulton 22. And I think that Boone is back in the game here, so we're going to see possibly you get the carry. They're going to go back into that little bunch formation that they just did, that we had the drop pass. Palmer takes the snap, hands
reverse.
to Boone.
Always wide open.
You got Kamen Shown to Bryson Walker, touchdown.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, great design play. Kamen Shown, who has spent some time throwing footballs his whole life. When I saw him, there's a kid that can throw it, and I saw Bryson Walker, there's a kid who can catch it. So 20-13 with 2 minutes left to go in the house. We got the extra point coming up, Blake.
Can't ask for better than that.
No, and that's what I said earlier. When this game started slipping away, I'm like, it's not over. Gibbs is playing great defense. They just got to figure out a way to move the ball. And, and that kick is going to be up and good. So 20-14. I'm no coach. I'm a truck driver. I love watching football. But all year long, I have been super impressed with Gibbs' coaching staff. When they weren't moving the ball, they found a way to come up with something different, some different play calling, some different sets, and move the ball. That's something that typically just good coaching.
Yep. And you see, and really, if you think about it, a lot of pretty much all 3 of the touchdowns by Fulton was self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah.
So offensively, they've done a good job of being able to battle back when the defense is on the field most of the first half.
If you can eliminate the mistakes, and we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, you've got to play very clean football, which we didn't in the first quarter. Gibbs played very dirty football with some fumbles here and there, and you've got to play good, clean football. I think you can flip the switch on this and maybe score a bunch of unanswered points here.
Again, like you said, and nothing against Fulton or their coaching staff, but you think, from looking up here, Gibbs is probably a little bit better coached, a little bit more fundamentally sound. But with that being said, you can't kill yourself and still expect to win. So if you come out in the second half, you eliminate those simple things. Yeah. And I think it's a completely different ball game.
Great kick by Angola. You're going to have to right here, good gang tackling by Gibbs. You can't ask for a kickoff against speed to go much better than that. Fulton's going to start off here 1st and 10 about the 29-yard line.
Is Angola looking for a Player of the Game award here? Is Angola sneakily coming up for?
He's got some good kicks tonight. I have to think that first one was by design, that they just wanted to pooch it and not kick to Jackson. And that's when we were talking about, I'm thinking I just kick it out of bounds if I'm going to do that. But yeah, he's got a leg on him. You think this is what we're getting at Gibbs? Surely. Is this the same size as the one at Hall's, this stadium?
No, this is bigger than Hall's. Okay. Oh, don't let off of him.
Yeah,
don't give him free 15.
Yeah, good job by Kamen there.
No, this is bigger than Hall's. This has got the deck area right here, kind of the party deck here,
yeah,
and then
I like the party deck. That's my favorite part.
I was down on the football field today over at Gibbs, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty good sized.
I want the party deck.
Yeah. Who don't want the party deck?
That's nice. Well, I'll tell you something else. Having Max, these newer stadiums have got a lot better handicap accessibility than what the old ones had. You had very limited seating with handicap accessibility.
Get there, White.
Yeah, so White's there. The pass is going to be dropped.
Ball.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jackson is down. I think he's just frustrated.
I would be too.
Yeah. He's made some good throws on target, and we just can't get them hauled, or Fulton just can't get them hauled in.
Look at big 75 down here.
Man-child, yeah.
That's a hoss. I don't know if y'all can see him on camera or not, but he's standing from the 44 to the 49.
He's a big guy. All right, so Gibbs going to have to continue to try to get penetration here. 3rd down and 6 for Fulton. Gibbs may want to try to get the ball back. They're going to get in there on him.
They got him.
Yeah, they're going to drop him for a loss of about 2 yards. So you're going to have 4th and 8. I have to think Fulton may consider a punt here.
They're going to punt this.
Yeah.
They're going to punt this. We still got two timeouts in our pocket, too.
Yeah. So Fulton not been moving the ball well for the better part of the second quarter. Those of you that thought I had false hope in Gibbs and saying we're not out of this, I feel like Gibbs is playing a little better tonight. We've just had some mistakes early that really, really cost us.
You said that a lot better than I did. I'd have went,
Yeah. Well, see, we talked about this yesterday. The only one that's really always right is my wife. She's always correct. Except for when she's not.
Rare.
I'll tell you though, the litter box thing though, that was a big victory for me. We talked about at the start of being correct because she was like, "It's not the litter box." I'm like, "I'm telling you, the cat's going to the same place to pee every time. I'm looking at this big cat and I'm looking at that little litter box. She can't fit in it." And I was right.
Garfield-esque cat here.
Yeah. She's large. She's kind of got like a maybe a pool ball size head and like a basketball size body.
Curvy.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, they're close to it every time. They're close to it.
Those snaps are just so hot. It takes so long to get back there.
So I don't see Fulton is just catching this thing on the first hop, and it may be a great move. That thing might have kicked and took a Gibbs bounce and went back to, but they don't ever give it a chance. First bounce, they're just run under it like it's a punt return for them. We'd also like to thank Jenny Roach for doing our concession stand runs. I don't know what we'd do without her. We'd just be hungry, I guess. Thirsty.
Starved to death. I bet for sucking on my thumb.
Yeah. I ate some chicken salad before I came tonight.
I had Hardee's today, but it's gone.
Actually, that's all I've ate today is chicken salad. I packed Henry's. I'm going to give Henry's a free plug. You got Henry's there in Gibbs, and the Hub's finally going to reel this one in.
Here we go.
For a good 8 yards, gets out of bounds, going to stop that clock.
Uh-oh, who's that?
Can't see. It's not Palmer.
25?
That's going to be Brady Hughes.
Uh-oh.
Brady Hughes down with something there. I don't know if he got a knee. Come out and check on him. But anyway, I've been buying that. You get a tub of chicken salad at Henry's for it's $9, tax and all, whatever it is. I'll eat that for lunch all week long. Just make me a chicken salad sandwich. It's good chicken salad.
Like chicken salad.
I need to branch out because I bet everything they have is good. I'm just, they've been in the community about 10 years. I'm just now starting to get in there and try it.
They have pimento cheese?
Yes. I bet our production crews ate a lot there. Yeah. They got some, I think, meatball subs on the Reuben. If you're I'm a big Reuben fan.
Mm-hmm.
They got Reuben on the menu.
I wished everyone could have seen Kevin Roach eat the fried Oreos at Carter. You talk about an artiste. That man methodically slurped those fried Oreos down.
I wasn't there, but I can see it.
It was not his first rodeo.
I broke many a bread with Kevin Roach. I have no doubt that
they come out on a skewer, and those skewers, they were cleaner when he got done with the Oreos than they were when they come out of the pack. Like a Hoover vacuum, buddy.
I have no doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, so we've got Hughes up off the field. We've got 2nd and 4-ish, 2nd and 3 is what they're going to call it. That's a long 3. 1:43 left in the second quarter. Gibbs got the ball, trying to drive down for another score to even this thing up, if not take the lead before halftime after some crucial first quarter mistakes. If you're at home watching this, wonder you got to get out of bounds, Connor. Good play by Connor Atkins getting the first down and getting out of bounds. But if you're watching at home and just came in, Gibbs had a couple of turnovers early in the game. Both ended up in touchdowns. One of them picked up and carried back for a touchdown. And then Fulton's really not done much offensively all night. Just had a few miscues.
They've been gifted short fields.
Yeah, you're just going to have to tuck that.
He's got him. He's got
Walker. And Walker's going to go for the touchdown. There is no flags on the field. That is going to be a touchdown. Bryson Walker.
Beautiful ball.
I told you I like the hands on Bryson Walker. His mama is probably somewhere screaming right now. Gibbs going to tie it up 20-20, pending the extra point. This is what you want to see, Eagle Nation.
Beautiful, beautiful pass.
Yeah, and Bryson had to fight for that ball. That's a 50-50 ball in that position at a dead run, but DB made a play on it. Bryson just had the stronger hands. We're so excited. We're still running players on the field.
The long snapper forgot to go out.
Yeah, you'll have that. You'll have that. That's one thing I was saying on the punt. You're watching the long snapper on Fulton's punt situation. It's just a lob back there.
Takes forever.
Yeah. And that extra point's going to be up and good. So Gibbs takes the lead with 1:27 to go here in the second half, 21-20. And we're going to take a quick break right here and be right back for the rest of the first half. And we are back. So Gibbs has fought back, taking the lead 21-20. If you're a Gibbs fan, Blake, you've got to feel good about the way this game has taken shape here in the second quarter, despite a few miscues that, Fulton scored the points, but I want to say they were given to him by Gibbs.
Yep. Yeah, offense is clicking now. Defense has kind of settled in now that they're not, pinned with their backs against the wall. You think this game is kind of going how you expected it to go without the miscues?
Yeah, this is really I expected Gibbs to be leading, and we got Angola going to put it on the ground here, and we've got another flag. I think this guy over here calling I think he just wants something to do. They probably don't let him ref any other time in the game. And so he's just over here calling offside so he can throw his flag. He probably had like the cleanest flag at all the refs. Like, I get some grass stains on my flag.
3 penalties on a kickoff or field goal unit.
Yeah. But you're a kid in high school, any level, never got to play much. You had to go out and just get some dirt on you. That's him. He's just trying to get some dirt on his flag. All right, Blake, you were asking me about next week's going to be Scott County, going to be a quote-unquote home game for Gibbs at Central. So that's one of those that's no stadium tour. Central's going to allow Gibbs to use their facilities. Gibbs taking a timeout right here. I don't think with the lead that you see Coach Turner take an onside kick right here, but I have seen him do sneakier stuff.
Surely not.
No, I don't think he will, but I have seen him do some sneaky stuff in my day. He's been known to come out of halftime and just kick an onside kick. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, we got an off week next week, Blake. The next game is Scott
it's a bye week next week.
Yeah, next week's a bye week.
Okay.
But I was talking to you about the next game. They keep correcting us back here. I'm kind of getting tired of it.
It's almost like they're listening to their conversation or something.
Yeah. They're getting paid the same amount we are.
Yeah.
We'll double it next week. So, yeah, we were talking about the game. The next game is what Blake and I were talking about. Is actually 2 weeks from now, but it is Scott County at Central. And Angola with a good swift kick here. Fielded. This is where you got to watch that break right there. Gibbs is going to lose contain. And just like that, Fulton is back in the lead. No laundry on the field. So from what we talked about earlier, that was a low kick, and he basically just out-kicked the coverage again. I don't know if he was trying to kick it out of bounds, and it just so happened to go right to number 3 for Fulton. Davion Chenault.
If it's me, I'm with you. You kick it out of bounds or
Kick it out of bounds, give it to them on the 35.
Kick that ball as high as you possibly, and however far it goes is how far it goes. Kick that thing to the moon.
Yeah, so Fulton's going to take a timeout here and look to go for 2 probably to set this thing up to where they're matching Gibbs score for score. So an opportunity for Gibbs right here to kind of hold them. And I kind of saw that one coming, Blake. Again, we talked about it earlier in the night. You can't outkick your coverage when they've got the kind of speed they've got. It didn't give Gibbs time to get down there and get set up for a tackle. Take nothing away from Fulton. They were blocking.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like if we kick that ball a little bit higher and give them time to kind of get in there, we could have got him hemmed up. So 1:12 seconds left to go here in the first half, and we've got what has become to be a shootout. Almost 50 points scored here in the first half between Gibbs and Fulton. Fulton leading 26-21. Coming on for what is going to be a 2-point try. You have to think the ball's going to be in Jackson's hands, don't you? I mean,
yeah.
I think some kind of quarterback run here.
And I think if it leaves his hands, it's going to number 3, the young man that just ran the kickoff back.
It almost looks like, so Fulton's running some linemen on. We got linemen over here that aren't in the game. You may be looking at they haven't started the play clock. So coming out of the timeout, they never started the play clock. So Fulton's got a little more time than what they should have had. The play clock just now started. We're running players on and off the field. A little miscommunication. You hate to see that as a coach out of a timeout.
He's going to keep it.
Yeah, he's going to keep it, and Gibbs is going to try to pursue. And here we go with that jumping at his ankles again. I don't know at what level that works.
I guess they didn't notice him the first 2 times he hurdled people.
Also, now we got the cool light show. I mean, I got to give it to them. That's cool. The cool factor's there. I wish they'd do it when we scored, but, I mean, the cool factor's there. Are we getting those at Gibbs?
Yeah, they're up. They are up.
So
if there's one thing that they have done, the LED lights are there. Poles are there, lights are up. There's just nowhere to
Will they do cool stuff like that? Because that was cool.
BYOC, bring your own chair.
I got it. Wish I'd have brought my own chair tonight. All right.
Of all the games this year, though, this has been the nicest setup we've had, bar none.
Yeah.
Bar none. Kudos to Fulton.
Yeah, and we appreciate all these folks letting us in. We appreciate the staff at Fulton letting us come here. It was a little bit odd being on top of the press box and walking up here. When I found that out, I'm thinking, man, I don't want to be on top of the press box and all the crowd noise, but I like the atmosphere. I can see better. It's actually, as soon as I walked up here, I'm like, oh, no, I like it.
And when it's on nights when you can't cut humidity with your knife, it feels fantastic.
Yeah. So 1:12 seconds left here. Fulton going to kick it deep. Levi Allison going to take that, try to get north and south on them. And going to get a few yards out to about the 22-yard line where Gibbs will set up camp and try to move the ball here. Again, just like we talked about last drive, big thing is don't turn it over this deep in your own territory.
I anticipate some deep shots to Shonen and Bryson Walker again, though.
Yeah. When you've got the size like that, I mean, yeah, you run the risk, especially if we get deep in downs right here. We get the 3rd down and maybe just 20, 30 seconds left on the clock. I think you take a shot or 2.
Well, you know, when you look the touchdown pass to Bryson Walker down here, it was a contested pass. The defensive back, his feet were off the ground. Walker never had to leave the ground, you know?
Yeah, he just run under it.
You've got a height advantage. Use it.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we didn't want.
What you don't want to do. And that's Marcellus that's got the ball.
Yeah, Marcellus plays both ways.
There is a flag down that was thrown.
Yeah, he's going to be wrapped up, and I believe going to be running up.
Illegal man downfield.
Yeah, so that's going to go against Gibbs. Or going to be declined.
I don't understand having the sprint out pass to the short side of the field and throwing into a pile of bodies.
You know, I don't think Coach wanted that particular ball to be thrown. I think Palmer would like to have that one back. He had a couple yards that he had already gained there, and I think the right move there is to just get out of bounds, right? Live to play another day, go ahead and stop the clock. But it's easy to Monday morning quarterback from up here. So Palmer saw something that he was going to try to, but I think think he's going to wish he had that one back here.
Here we go again, though. First quarter, flashback penalties, and your defense is backed up.
Yeah, and that one's going to be thrown out of the back of the end zone.
Got
there.
a new quarterback in. Number 12.
You don't know what that's about.
Marcellus coming back out now.
You got to watch a player like Jackson. They'll bring him out, sneak him in somewhere else, especially if you got other quarterbacks. Next thing you know, he's lined up across from you instead of at the quarterback position. But 44.6 seconds left to go here in the first half. And I think if you're Gibbs, you really want to cost them some yardage here. Fulton's been kicking the ball well on the extra point attempt, so I have to imagine they can make a field goal. Gibbs in the backfield again, and another drop pass.
I tell you what, these poor boys, they couldn't catch a cold in wintertime.
I tell you what, you can hear the Fulton fan base over here just gasp because he's had some wide open. He's made some great throws. And it's not any one player in particular. I think everybody's took a turn at dropping it. So let's hope these boys don't start catching them or we're going to be in trouble.
Somebody fire up the jugs machine. My goodness.
All right, so 39 seconds. This seems like it's been the longest last 2 minutes of any first half that I've ever been a part of. We're going to have 3rd and 10. Ball's on the ground. White West trying to get penetration. Fulton got a man wide open in the end zone, and he caught it.
Of all the balls to catch, that's the one they come down with.
So, again, exactly like you say, Blake, we kind of got deja vu here in the first quarter. Fulton going to go up 34-21, pinning the extra point here. Could possibly be 35.
What a roller coaster of emotions. You fight back, you take the lead, you think you're going to have a lead going into halftime, and now you're going to have to dig yourself out of a 2-score hole again.
Yeah, and I got a feeling, Blake, and this is the thing when you play a big play team like Fulton, you can't afford the mistakes that you're having there in the first quarter and the last couple here in this quarter. You can't afford that because it's inevitable. They're going to make some plays on you. They may only make 4 a night, but when you give them 3 touchdowns on turnovers, those other scores that they earned don't hurt as bad. You're looking at 21 points that Gibbs has basically given Fulton tonight. That changes everything from 35-21. You're looking at 21-14. So 34 seconds here. I think at this point Gibbs would kind of take a knee on it.
I think so.
Let's get into halftime.
I think you need it. I think you go lick your wounds and you come back out. And
it's still well within their reach. So they finally started finding some open men with all that pressure, as you alluded to earlier. Gibbs saying, hey, beat us. We're going to come after you. And they finally started finding some open guys, and they're making the catches.
Kick one to Hubs right here.
Just
I'd like to see Hubs come up about 10 yards and just waylay into somebody.
He's like a little freight train when he gets going.
I've got Hubs is in one of my classes, so I feel like I can pick on him a little bit more. But you talk about a heck of a young man. Mm-hmm. Smart kid, respectful, and busts his tail at everything he does. There it is.
Oh.
Get upfield.
There he
Hubs.
goes. Hit somebody. Now he goes with a stiff arm and ends up down. About 31-yard line where Gibbs is going to set up shop here with 29 seconds left to go in the half. Looking at these fields sponsored by Pilot, that was one of the coolest things that company's done was do all this work for Knox County. I guess they've got the road blocked over here beside us. The light's been flashing all night. I keep looking over there thinking something happened, but I think they just got the road closed. All right, so Gibbs looking like they're in the take a knee formation, and that's exactly what Palmer is going to do. So this clock is going to expire. They probably going to have to give him 40 seconds. So that's going to be the half, folks. Fulton up 35-21, and we will be back and let you guys watch the halftime and homecoming festivities.
Family of faith are 3 words that truly describe the wonderful relationships we share at Clear Springs. We want you and your family to come and feel at home and be part of our family. At Clear Springs, you're surrounded by a caring, loving family who will help you and your family grow, sharing the good times, but also helping you shoulder the tough times. We strive to reach out to people, create forever friendships, and share the love of Jesus with those around us. Whether you are a large family or a family of one, we invite you to be part of our family at Clear Springs.
I'm Paul Baird, the student pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. And as we're taking a break from this game, I want to personally invite any middle school or high school students to come check us out on Wednesday nights for Unfazed Student Ministry.
I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor of Clear Springs Baptist Church. While we take a break, I want to invite you and your family to come and join us at Clear Springs Baptist Church at the Crossroads in beautiful Corryton, Tennessee.
If you do not attend church anywhere, we would love to invite you and your family to visit Clear Springs. Our church is truly for the entire family. We offer Sunday school and ministries for all ages, but most importantly, we have Christ-centered preaching. Pastor Justin Pratt and our church family share often that it is truly amazing at what the Lord is doing in our church. We are located in the heart of the Gibbs community at Harbison's Crossroads. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
Welcome to the 2022 Fulton High School Homecoming Halftime Ceremony. We are proud to celebrate our 71st anniversary of serving the Knoxville community. We truly believe that our students enter to learn and leave us prepared to go forth and serve. Go Falcons! Please direct your attention to the middle of the field for the presentation of the 2022 Homecoming Court. First up is your freshman court. Introducing Mr. Tavarion Allen. Tavarion is the son of Amanda Martin and Latasha Wilson. He's being escorted on the field tonight by his mom and stepmom. Tavarion is a member of the Fulton football team. After high school, he would like to attend Texas A&M University and major in mechanical engineering and business. Your 2022 freshman prince, Tavarion Allen. Introducing Miss Layliana Thompson. Layliana is the daughter of Whitney Johnson and Lance Thompson. Thompson. She is being escorted tonight by Deasia Hill. Leiliana is a member of the Lady Falcons basketball team. After high school, she plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in nursing. Your 2022 freshman princess, Leiliana Thompson. Next up is your sophomore court. Introducing Mr. Jaden Serrano. Jaden is the son of Griselda Hernandez and Francisco Serrano. He's being escorted on the field by his mother Griselda, baby brother Anderson, and Lane Marler. Jaden is a member of the Fulton baseball team and is active in both the Fulton marching and concert bands, playing the trumpet. After high school, Jaden plans to attend the University of Tennessee and study studio music and jazz and music performance. Your 2022 sophomore prince, Jaden Serrano. Introducing Miss Navia McPhee. Navia is the daughter of Tuesday McPhee. She's being escorted on the field by Ariana Velasquez. Navia enjoys the dancing and perfecting her cosmetology skills in hair and makeup. After high school, Navia plans on attending a historically black college or university to pursue a career as an anesthesiologist or nurse. Your 2022 sophomore princess, Navia McPhee. Next up is your junior court. Introducing Mr. Travis Turner. Travis is the son of Travis and Latasha Turner. He's being escorted on the field tonight by his sister Trinity Turner. He is a Fulton ambassador, a member of National Honor Society, and plays on the Fulton High School basketball team. After high school, he plans to attend a four-year university and pursue a degree in computer engineering and play basketball. Your 2022 junior prince, Travis Turner. Introducing Miss Aslan Gardner. Aslan is the daughter of Crystal Cox and Ben Gardner. She is being escorted by her parents. Aslan is a member of the Fulton tennis team, ski club, and a Tremont scholar. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Tennessee and study environmental science. Your 2022 junior princess, Aslan Gardner. Finally, your senior court. To crown our new king and queen, please welcome the 2021 homecoming queen, Miss Jamia Simmons, and King Nate Robinson. Jamia is currently a freshman at Tennessee State University, where she is majoring in human and health performance with a concentration in exercise science. Kate is studying at East Tennessee State University, majoring in psychology. Introducing Mr. Rolando Sebastian Pascual. Rolando is the son of Juan Sebastian and Teresa Pascual Matias. He is being escorted tonight by his sister Jennifer and girlfriend Lindsay Schultz. Rolando participates in the La Escuela program with Centro Hispano and is a Fulton ambassador. After high school, he plans to attend the University of Tennessee or Marable College to major in business and engineering. Your 2022 Fulton High School homecoming king nominee is Rolando Sebastian Pascual. Introducing Mr. Jake Lyon. Jake is the son of Keith and Amy Lyon. He is being escorted tonight by Chloe Brown and Hannah Goddard. Jake is a member of the Fulton Falcons Special Olympics team. After high school, he plans to work with his church or as a store greeter. Introducing Miss Tia White. Tia is the daughter of Melinda and John L. Smith, who are escorting her on the field. Tia is a Fulton ambassador, representative on the Student Advisory Council, and member of DECA. After graduation, she plans to attend the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, and pursue a degree in marketing. Your 2022 Fulton High School Homecoming Queen nominee, Tia White. Introducing Miss Lydia Nachai-Chiaba. Lydia is the daughter of Desene Bamay Neozayaya. The Prius. She's being escorted by her brother Alon and sister Esperanza. Lydia is a member of Key Club, Student Government, NHS, and Project U. She plans to attend Vanderbilt University to study nursing and social work on her way to becoming a nurse practitioner. Your 2022 Fulton High School Homecoming Queen nominee, Lydia Nachai-Chiaba. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Your 2022 Fulton High School Homecoming King is Mr. Jake Lyon. And now, your 2022 Fulton High School Homecoming Queen is Lydia Nachai-Chiaba. Thank you to our entire court and to all the fans here tonight. The Fulton High School Student Government Association hopes everyone is enjoying Homecoming 2022, Friday Night Fever. Thank you for all your support and enjoy the rest of the game.
What's up, what's up, what's up, Falcon Nations? This is your DJ, Uncle Two-Tone in the house, the baddest and smoothest DJ in the South. Why do they call me Uncle Two-Tone? Because I'm clean on the inside and clean on the outside. Now it's time to take you way back. Back in the time to the decade you all know and love, the non-stop nuclear, notorious, the nostalgic 90s. You're listening to the Fulton High School Band playing all the throwback hits on 91.1 WKCS Falcon Radio. The phone lines will be open and we're taking requests. Mr. Telephone Man. Now let's get this party started with a little West Coast flavor and show you that the Falcon Nation knows how to party. Cause ain't no party like a two-tone party, cause the two-tone party don't stop. Here's the Mad Wicked Fulton High School Band playing the late great Tupac Shakur's hit, California Love. That's what I'm talking about. The phones have been ringing off the hook. Caller, what you want to hear?
Two-Tone, my man's a broke mooch with no motivation.
TLC made a song just for you. Hey, Ben, let's help her out with the TLC's No Scrubs.
Two-Tone, could you play something to let my boyfriend know I'm not going to be played like this?
Well, here's a song to let him know that you're onto his shady ways. How about some Destiny's Child? Say my name, say my name. Okay, now that right there was fat. We got an OG bad boy on the line. Caller, what you want to hear?
Yo, dog, not every man out there is a scrub or a loser. Let me get a track dedicated to all the men and boys that are here to stay.
Hey, yo, you ready? Let's do this thing. Hey, drums, how about getting a little jiggy with Diddy? Bad boys for life.
All right, folks, we are back. Just a couple minutes left before we kick off the second half here. Gibbs Fulton leading 35-21. I alluded to some stuff earlier in the show about the evolution of this broadcast and how you weren't here, Jared, but, folks, I've got Jared Kidwell up here with me and was talking about you and Jeremy, how you kind of pioneered this for us several years ago, and we've evolved to where we are now. So, folks, you've got Jared Kidwell on the phone. What do you think, Jared, about the game you're watching tonight?
I think it's one of the wilder games this Friday night in the area for sure. I think that Gibbs has shown a lot of heart, especially missing some key players, and going up against an extremely athletic Fulton team. It's absolutely insane, though, that they score 21 answered, and then Fulton comes back and scores 14 unanswered right before the half in the matter of 5 minutes.
Yeah, and the key to it is turnovers. I've talked all week about this has got to be a clean game for Gibbs, because when you play a team with the caliber of athletes that Fulton's got, there's going to be big plays, and you're going to have big scores against you, so you cannot give them the little ones. 3 turnovers for Gibbs, leading to touchdowns on all 3 of them. Going back to the broadcast, so you and Jeremy started this. Tell us a little bit about what you guys were doing when you started that. What was the aim of the focus of the process?
The focus of the process was, one, to tell people about Clear Springs, and then also invest in the community down there in Gibbs. You know, that's one thing that I've always respected about Clear Springs, is how involved in their community that is. And then also one thing I really, really love about Gibbs and the coaching staff there is they've embraced it so much.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, when we first started out, it was we didn't have hardly anything none of this equipment and all that. Yeah. But as it grew, it was such a awesome ministry, because that's exactly what it is, right?
Yeah. So we were talking earlier tonight, and that's what got me started on, is we're talking about getting our camera guys some earphones so they could hear what we were talking about. We were talking about the view over there, beautiful view of the mountains earlier this evening before the sun went down.
Beautiful.
And I'm thinking, God, I wish I could get my camera guy to look over there. So then I guess started talking about how we got started this, and then you guys, and how much it has evolved. And I think the whole community and everyone is certainly, we're thankful. We utilize you from no, we're good. We utilize you from time to time to still help us out, get some kinks out of it. Guys, Jared was the main brain behind this operation and got it rolling, and we still get a lot of help from him. So
let me tell you, though, y'all are absolutely doing a great job. I watch you every Friday night when I get a chance, when I'm in between doing stuff for 5 Star. I watch it. I'm so proud knowing that you're continuing to do this, and y'all do such a great job, and I know that the Gibbs community is so thankful for what y'all do, because I know it's not easy. This is not easy.
Yeah, it's tough to get here sometimes. We got a good little crew. We got good helpers. We got to give them some shouts out here. But it's so ironic, because Blake and I were talking about that earlier. Here you and Jeremy come up here. I'm like, here we got it coming out of halftime. I got to get one of them on.
I was excited when they announced that we were coming. We were doing the show from Fulton, and I knew Gibbs was coming over here, because I was like, I miss watching the Eagles every Friday night.
And I feel like tonight, Gibbs is a better team. Athletically, we may not 100% match up at every position with Fulton, but I think they're better coached, and they're a better team overall. It's just the little mistakes, the turnovers. This last interception that was thrown that led to a Fulton touchdown, you've got Palmer, who's actually gained a few yards, thought he saw something, tried to get a little bit more, but at that point I think a coach is going to say, hey, just take those yards, get out of bounds, we'll get another play.
Yeah, we're going to find out really quick how Gibbs is going to answer, because I'm going to tell you this right now. Fulton's going to give them a chance to win this ball game.
Yeah. I think it's going to be exactly what you saw in the first half again. I think you're going to see a lot of scoring, and hopefully we can continue to slow them down. One thing that Gibbs had, I'm going to say luck, if you will, there was a lot of drop balls for Fulton in that first half that were wide open.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was super surprised with. We were talking actually with your entire crew here as the halftime festivities were going on. But Fulton is not nearly as disciplined tonight.
No.
They've really given Gibbs a ton of advantage, and that's one thing. As many mistakes as Gibbs has made tonight, they are the more disciplined team. They just got to clean those little things up, because little things lead to big things. And one thing that surprised me tonight is the passing game. Is obviously you got a running back out, and so that's a huge hit on this offense. So what are they doing? They're going to throw the ball a little bit. And I think they need to start doing some of this misdirection passing they've been doing. I think that's working really well on a really kind of undisciplined and young secondary for Fulton.
Yeah, so they found that last week against Central. You had 2 great running backs. Palmer is cutting. This is one of those, just protect that ball and get out of bounds. They had Nathan Butler, who ran for over 200 yards, or right at 200 if not over, against Halls. Has a bad knee injury, is likely to be out for the rest of the season, but you still had Boone Brockwell, who is a powerful runner, a fast runner, goes out last week with a groin injury. So you were forced. We're getting very thin in the running back position. They were forced to find a passing game, and I think they've done well with it.
Yeah, that says a lot about these kids too. Like there's Hubbs, man. He's a new enlistee. Great kid, but that's one thing you don't see, like that fullback top running back anymore, and I love to see that. But no, I think the way that these kids have responded is so incredible, because a lot of teams just would just lay down at that point. You're losing such obviously a massive part of your football team, massive part of your offense production, and they've really responded well, and that says a lot about them as a team and their maturity.
I'm proud. They got great line play this year. Got some size up front, got some speed. They've been winning the battle in the trenches all night. There's been a few times when Fulton is getting through and disrupting stuff in the backfield, but the O-line and D-line play has been on point this season.
Yeah, that's one thing about it. I think you got way better athletes in the trenches right now, because, Fulton's big, but they're not quick. And so, these guys on your offensive line have really been doing a great job tonight, and their footwork is so impeccable. And sometimes, a lot of times, the big guy doesn't win. In this case, I think that Gibbs is a well-coached team right there at the front 5. So
it's been a fun game so far.
Yes, sir. So. It's been awesome to be here and see Gibbs play again, and to see that 21 unanswered. I just hate to see that 14 unanswered right before the half.
Yeah, I think we can come back. Got a man downfield. Gonna be almost picked off, trying a little too hard for Walker. We had Connor Atkins over here on the flat. I just don't think Bryson ever turned around and saw him there. Good arm.
Yeah, I think the short passes in the flat and stuff is what works for Gibbs. I'm not going to sit up here and coach, but I think that those short passes, getting people in the flats, getting the ball to athletes in space is the most important thing that Gibbs can do right now. But as I was saying, the misdirection passes, I think, are really, because again, their defense is young at Fulton, so I think that you can use that against them and pick on them a little bit.
So that one thrown just a little bit low there. Intended for Bryson Allen.
And that's a hard throw to make, because he never sets his feet right there, and he's thrown against his body. And when you're on the move right there, and especially playing a real fast front like you have with Fulton, you're getting chased. That's a hard pass to make.
Yeah, so got to get rid of that ball, Palmer. It's 4th down, and at some point you kind of throw that up for a prayer, because an interception is just the same as a punt right here. So on 4th down, a little situational football. I don't think, Blake and I talked earlier, I don't think that anywhere that side of the 50 that Gibbs is going to punt tonight. I think they're going to use all 4 downs, which is what they did there. But, again, at some point for that one, you throw up a 50-50 ball on 4th down. If you make it, great. If they intercept it, it's the same as a punt. So
yeah, that's a tough one right there, because, again, like you said, you throw an interception, it's like a punt, but I think you had a real opportunity to come out and respond to Fulton right there on that drive, and you had something going, and again, it goes back to just these stalled plays. I think that Gibbs is a better team when they're working with a consistent 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 3. I just don't think they have the top of team that's going to have these big plays on a consistent basis, and that's okay. Consistent wins. So. I think that's the kind of what they're playing behind the chains a lot right now.
Yep, so Fulton coming out with a little running back run play, something we've not seen hardly all night long.
Yeah, they've not been running a lot between the tackles.
They've been keeping the ball in the quarterback's hand, and I don't blame them with the athlete that Jackson is, but they might have just found a little something. Let's hope not.
No, I think Gibbs will clean this up right here. I don't know if I was a coach, I wouldn't want to run between the tackles on Gibbs too much.
Yes, we're going to get wrapped up there for a short game. Well, Jared, man, I greatly appreciate you coming up tonight. I greatly appreciate you getting this started years ago and still helping us to this day with our kinks and our problems. I know Nelson calls on you from time to time. We appreciate everything you've done. And
I just want to brag on y'all. Nelson, like, he kills it. He's such a talent. Clear Springs is lucky to have him, and he does such a good job for y'all. I try to tune in, like I said, every Friday night, but y'all are absolutely giving the Gibbs community a great product and giving obviously a great ministry, even more life, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Jackson going to keep that. They're going to give him a flag. I don't know what the flag is for to the player. He grabbed the back of his helmet. I don't know how he's going to. Yeah, they're going to get him for a face mask.
Yeah.
It wasn't a face mask. He grabbed the back of his jersey and his hand slipped up to the back of his helmet.
Yeah, so that rule right there is if they grab any part of that helmet, they count that as it can be the ear hole. It can be, behind that like that one was. It's unfortunate. It's so hard sometimes not to do it.
Yeah, you just grab him trying to make a play. So, again, mistakes.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll have this back over to the professional, and you guys have a great game and go Eagles.
All right. Thanks, Jared. Good to see you, man. All right, Blake, I don't know if you've seen this, but Fulton has developed a little bit of a run game here. They figured out they've got other players besides Jackson, and we've got a stoppage of play here. I guess he fell. I guess he fell down. I wasn't paying attention.
A lot of the snaps have been a little bit low. He's had to kind of crouch down. I wonder if he put his knee on the ground when he picked it up.
Probably so. I just was watching it, and you're right. It's happened like that all night long. I just got used to seeing it. So Gibbs kind of had some mistakes here. I felt like I was talking with Jared there.
Oh, to get your head turned around.
Yeah. Wow, what a catch. What a catch. Talking with Jared there, we had a 4th down and 3, and at that point you throw it up. If there's nothing else there, throw up a prayer. Worst case scenario, it's intercepted. You're going to give them the ball back either here or there, so it's same as a punt. Hopefully that's something coaches will coach up and kind of remind. I know Palmer didn't see anything, but when you got guys like Kamen, Schoen, and Bryson Walker, you just throw it up and give them a chance in a 4th down situation like that.
His knee was down again right there.
Yeah, he was squatting.
There's no way. Boy, Gibbs going to have to get away from that tackling high around the head.
Yeah.
They've already got caught on one.
They're grabbing any dadgum thing they can.
Well,
I tell you what, it's been a problem for me watching all season long, and I think that we got an issue here. They're going to take a timeout. I'm not sure if they're giving an injury timeout for
Marcellus
Jackson.
come off the field. I think he's got a nosebleed. They've been
got a nosebleed. So unless Fulton takes a timeout here, he may have to sit a play. Yeah, they're gonna make him sit a play.
Number 12 is coming back out.
But anyway, all season long, Gibbs has seemed to be tackling high. And they've had some guys that had some speed and some power, and I've been wanting all year long, let's get back to good form tackling. Tonight, a lot of times we've been throwing our backside at their shins, and I don't know who taught anybody to tackle that way, but that's not a good way to go. So you're going to have Fulton with a touchdown here, 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. You can kind of feel this start slipping away from Gibbs just a little bit.
It's getting a little bit late now. I mean, you're early in the third quarter, but now you're in a 3-score hole.
Yeah.
And, sheesh.
You're going to have to score 3 times unanswered just to tie it, which is, as they showed in the first half, is very doable for Gibbs. I believe they can move the ball. I believe we can score. And I believe they're going to play 4-down territory for the most part all night long. I don't think you're going to see any more punts or field goal attempts from Gibbs. And another kick, this guy was kicking so good earlier in the evening, and I don't know if it's the hold or something that's affecting him, but that's two that he's pretty much just kicked right at the line.
Yeah,
so.
that one like the first one is awful low coming off his foot.
So, and you hate to play this game being down 21-41, but now if your Gibbs 3 scores and 3 extra points, wins it.
Right.
With the, Fulton went for 2 to catch up on the other one earlier. We got a light show again. I can't hate on it. I like it. It's cool. I thought you were supposed to do that right after the touchdown, though. I think our timing's just off.
No, TSSAA have made a new rule. It has to be after the extra point attempt. It cannot be after the touchdown itself. Why, I have no idea, but that's a 15-yard penalty now.
I'm wanting to ask the why, but yeah.
It's a 15-yard penalty now if you play it before the extra point attempt, whether it's field goal or the 2-point conversion.
Huh. That's interesting.
I'm not sure what that affects.
Kind of like NASA. They just got people over at TSSAA just thinking stuff up, don't they? Just thinking other stuff up.
What else can we throw at them?
Mm-hmm. I disagree with that rule, Blake.
I do too.
You didn't make it, but I mean, if you're going to give them the cool thing with the lights, the kids love it, and they seem to still get enjoyment out of it. I may be being a little bit petty about it, but it would be much cooler right after the touchdown. They probably have a good, valid reason as to why that is. And the way things usually go, somebody usually texts me and tell me after we talk about it. So
yeah.
Maybe we'll find out.
If you got answers, hit us with them.
Yeah. So still not out of reach for Gibbs. This game is still not out of the way, but you're going to have to play clean. That's what we've discussed all night long. And I think we're up to 3 turnovers and give it up on downs. That 3 turnovers ended up in 3 touchdowns, which is what you're down right now. So we're going to walk off a penalty here against Gibbs, and I don't know, must have been something on the extra point, which you would think they would have retried that.
Some scores of interest real quick, Bud. You got
give them to me.
Carter's beating Scott County 56-8. Anderson County is up 21-0 on South Dole. Halls is up 36-7 on Cott County. Heritage is beating Central 21-10 right now.
Oh wow.
Farragut's thumping Cleveland. And York Institute is up 28-0 on Oneida. They're on the schedule down the road.
And I think we got a Clinton game scheduled. Is Clinton playing tonight?
Powell is up 22-6 on Clinton, unfortunately.
That's I don't want to take moral victory here for Clinton, but I think just staying in the game with Powell says a lot about them.
Clinton's got a pretty good ball team. I heard they got a pretty good quarterback. I just hate to see it because I've made the comment before, and I'll make it until the day they're throwing dirt in my face. I'll pull for China before I pull for Powell. I can't do it.
That's that old Halls boy coming out in you. So Gibbs going to line up, try to get something going offensively. Looks like Brockwell is back in the backfield. Going to fake the handoff to him. Palmer's going to throw something back to Brockwell. Still got the ball, just take care of it. A good 5-yard gain there on first down, 6-yard gain.
Got a hanky down here at the 46.
Yeah, likely a hold call.
Boone's down, holding that arm.
I have to think, got a pretty clean tackle. I don't know what he's done now. Poor guy can't stay healthy. We got folks into them, and we got a call out here. Got some laundry midfield. I have to think that might have been a defensive hold unless the back judge saw something on the interior.
Illegal, is that an illegal substitution maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there 12 on the field?
Yeah. So Gibbs going to get some free yards here.
I've noticed, Bud, on these backside wheel routes with Boone and I think Cayman Schoen had one earlier. Yep. Their first step once they get the ball is to cut back inside. They're not wanting to bounce. They've got some real estate to the outside. Yeah. But for whatever reason, I don't know if that's something they went over during the week or what the deal is, but they're wanting to cut back into the defense instead of trying to head toward the real estate on the sidelines.
Yeah, and the thing is right now the clock has to become a factor. I know it's, we're 5 minutes into the third quarter. We've got 5 minutes left in the third quarter, 5 minutes, 54 seconds. We've got a lot of football left to play, but you need 3 touchdowns. So we've got to keep this clock in mind. We can't let it just whittle away. Design run here by Palmer was going to fake that. He's got some real estate. Got a flag thrown in the area of a hold. Probably an unnecessary hold, too, because Palmer had done cleared the line.
I think they threw it on Schoen out here on the edge. When, not to necessarily critique the officiating crew tonight, but Fulton's got away with some pretty close, pretty similar to that.
Yeah, they got away with a lot of holds tonight.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you're going to let one team play, let the other team play,
Yeah, so you're going to have a 10-yard walk-off here. Unfortunate on first down that Gibbs is going to be set back. The good thing is that was a spot foul, so it's not 1st and 20. It's going to be 1st and 11 roughly. And he's going to hit Schoen out here on the edge. Schoen going to get a little redemption for that hold call if it was on him. And going to get the first down. So right here at 49-yard line. I like the play call. I like the sense of urgency that Gibbs is playing with right now.
They flashed the up-tempo at Carter, and it worked well for him.
Yeah. And I think it would work well here, too. This seems like a young you got Connor Atkins over here wide open, a lot of real estate in front of him. You got to get to that sideline, though, Blake, just what you were talking about. Try to slow that clock down.
If Bryson Allen would have turned and looked for the ball earlier in that play, he didn't have anybody within 10 yards of him.
And at this point, you go back to old school. Hate to bring up Brett Favre again, but you just got to move the sticks. He's got Schoen wide open for the touchdown.
Bingo.
And Bryson Kamen Schoen. Bryson, his older brother, Kamen Schoen in. And I told you again, as Central, Kamen kind of had a come-out game. And so Gibbs fighting back.
They almost made a liar out of me, but I started to say you kind of want to go to the old, give what they're taking. If they're going to give you 3-4 yard routes, take it and work your way down the field because the plays that they're trying to develop aren't working. But here, deep shot down the field and made it happen.
So these extra points are going to be crucial as Fulton has missed yet another on their last score. And Angola looks to be true on that one. So 28-41, Gibbs 2 scores down. You got to play defense right here. And Blake, what we don't want to see is another outkick our coverage moment here on this kickoff.
Nope. Golly, and it is what it is. The past is the past. But you think back to the dumb freebies that you gave Fulton earlier in the game. If you could take those away, you're still a touchdown or two better than them right now.
Well, and here, just the close of the first half, we throw an interception that was unnecessary. You just take that ball and duck out of bounds with it. We've had a couple of fumbles there in the first half. Yeah, Gibbs has, in my opinion, I don't know that you can even say this lightly, but given Fulton a lot of what they've got.
Yep.
And I think we're going to see a shootout here in the second half. I don't want to. You're gonna run out of time. You got to stop Fulton when they've got the ball.
Earlier I said, you don't want this to turn into a track meet, because that's what Fulton wants. They want a track meet. But now, given, you're under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, it kind of needs to it's going to have to turn into a track meet to try and gain some ground here.
Need to be a track meet with Gibbs the only ones running.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this game is out of reach, but we're going to have to clean it up. Some of these things is football IQ again, not to beat a dead horse, but when you got a 4th and long, just throw it up. If there's nothing there, you get. Gibbs going for the onside kick, and it took a Gibbs bounce. Good kick there by Angola.
I think if that ball would have had just a little bit more arch to it on that hop, I think it was Gibbs' ball.
He kicked it well. He done as good as you could do. A lot of that's the turf. It just depends on what angle it spins when it hits. But good kick. I like the call. You just got to tighten up that defense right here because you've given them a short field. Fulton got a player limping off the field here gingerly.
And that's not a bad call, Bud, because Fulton they're a big play offense.
Yeah.
They've yet to methodically move the ball down the field. It's been all or nothing.
You're
you're not really field position wise. You're not killing yourself.
Yeah. So
Good
Gibbs
play.
going to get him in the backfield. That number 36 is a name that I haven't called.
Name.
That's a new name that I haven't called here in a hot moment. That's going to be Braxton Martin.
That's Fulton's.
That is Fulton. Sorry.
Wrong roster.
Wrong roster. DeJuan Harris Juan Harris, that's a name I've not called. I'm surprised our crew back here didn't call me out on using the wrong list.
Yeah, I know. They're preoccupied.
Record chit-chat. The Kidwell boys. So that's what you want for Gibbs. Gibbs in the backfield again. Eli playing at home great. Oh, and picked off. That's going to be Hunter Carnes. Hunter Carnes played great defense against Central, was a shutdown corner, and Fulton decided to try him tonight. So
I think he kind of baited him a little bit, but he gave him some cushion and then broke on the ball. You had Hubbs down here keeping him contained. That kind of gave him some room to decoy him a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and that's what you need if you're Gibbs. You needed a big momentum play, and they got it right there with Hunter Carnes and that interception.
I don't think you go deep right off the rip like a lot of coaches, because I think Fulton's going to set on that. I think they're waiting on the deep ball right here.
Yeah. Run your offense. I think go tempo, though. I think stick with the tempo.
100%.
You're still 2 scores down.
100%.
So Palmer waiting for the give to Hubbs, who's got
Hubbs.
Lower that shoulder.
Look at him go. Oh, he's down. He's down. He's down.
Can't call
he's
a fumble.
down. He's down.
Yeah, so good run by Hubbs.
Hubbs got some wheels on him.
Yeah, what was that, about a 20-yard gain?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good run by Hubbs.
Little legs was moving as fast as they could go now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, being twice his age, I wouldn't want to take a hit from him.
No,
He's got that low center of gravity. And I can't see over there who that was on the reception.
I think that's
Bryson Allen. Yeah.
Now, I think you've got the matchup you want. You've got Schoen down here locked up on an island.
Yeah, and they're going to roll Palmer out.
Out route.
Yep. And good catch by Kamen. Going to keep that tempo. Keep that tempo going, moving the sticks. I was going to say they're fixing to they almost had Caldwell out there left uncovered. Atkins in motion, and Palmer design keep.
Good keep.
Got a little room.
Good keep, good block.
And I think you got to get out of bounds right there. If you can't get the touchdown, stop that clock. Good play by Palmer. Good football IQ there and stopping that clock. And all of a sudden, Gibbs got a little momentum here. Hubbs got the ball just tripped up after a yard or two.
I'm a big matchups guy, bud, and I'm looking, you mentioned Caldwell out here. He's just a hair taller than that cornerback. I almost try and put him on an island like you did Schoen down here. Bring your slot back down here to the short side of the field and just, throw it to the back pylon. Let him make a play on it.
I've not seen Bryson Walker in the game this half, I don't think. I'm hoping something hadn't happened to him. And Kamen slippery.
He's in.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kamen is hard to get down. So touchdown, Gibbs. Kamen shown again, trying to make a name for himself tonight, trying to get in a run for that player of the game, I think.
He's competing with Angola.
Yeah. So he's got Kamen's second or third touchdown. I'm losing count as many as has been scored tonight. So Gibbs now going to try to kick this extra point to be within one score. Angola so far is perfect on the evening. And he will.
Oh, no.
No good.
You jinxed him.
Yeah.
You jinxed him.
I almost didn't say it. So either way, you still can tie it up, right? You can still tie this up with one score and an extra point.
New ball game, though.
You're still it's a one-score game with a whole lot of time left.
It's a new ball game.
You just got to quit making the mental mistakes and the fumbles. And one more thing I would like to see them quit is this diving at the shins.
Yeah.
I've never been taught that. I've never seen any coach teach a player to dive with your back towards the shins for a tackle. So we got to get some form tackles going.
Knowing you've got an offense that's every time somebody touches the ball, they have the ability to hurdle you.
And it goes back to and again, Kamen Stone, we've talked all night about how slippery Fulton can be. Ever since Kamen was a kid, that guy has been slippery and can methodically, you just think, how did he just get out of that? But he does. He's got good field vision. Glad to see him having kind of a come-out year this couple weeks in a row here that he has made a huge impact for
Is he a junior?
He's a junior, yes, sir. So Kamen will be here next year. And he's one of those guys that you see him playing a lot both ways. Him, Connor Atkins, Bryson Walker, Boone, Hubbs. You got a lot of these guys that play both ways when they're needed.
Angola's not kicking it. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. They're going to go for the
doing that
onside kick
maneuver.
again. And it just
Bad
didn't go
bounce.
10 yards.
Dadgummit.
That's going to be a penalty there on Gibbs.
What a goofy bounce.
Yeah. That's what it says. So you can kick it perfect, but sometimes the turf monster decides that it's going to go this way. So.
The 43 with the Falcons take on the first team.
That's unfortunate because Gibbs, they had the guys down there that time.
Yeah.
They had the guys there.
I think if that ball goes 10 yards, Gibbs is going to be on point. So Fulton going to set up shop. Great field position right here inside Gibbs territory at about the 43-yard line. If you're Gibbs, you're looking for another big play in the backfield, right? Get it back on their side of the field. Fulton going to go back to that run game, and Gibbs going to kind of swallow it up, try to strip the ball. And Wyatt West comes out there pretty excited.
He's a colorful kid. If he's in on the play, he's a colorful kid.
Yeah. Well, you like that. You got to have somebody kind of keep things fired up. I think that's an acceptable play. I'd like to see Gibbs blow that up in the backfield like they've been doing all night, but I think if you're Coach Turner, you're tickled with a 1-yard gain on first down.
Speaking of Wyatt West, if you watch.
He's in there again, left a wide open hole, but they're going to.
Golly. Number 24, they've got him lined up over center standing.
Yeah.
Wyatt is coming up and tapping him on either hip, on whichever hip he wants him to go, and that's just like a blood blitz almost is what we used to call it.
J.J. Malinando on that one. So still you're going to get third and short. Fulton has found a little bit of a running game here in the second half, something that they didn't really even try much in the first half, which is going to do a couple things. They're moving the ball with it, but it's also running that clock. And we're wrapping up. So that play right there might have been a touchdown in the first half.
Yep. Looks like Fulton's kind of want to eat the clock now.
Yeah, I think if you're the clock, you're winning and you're having trouble stopping Gibbs, you want to shorten this game up. But I think they found something that's working just a little bit. Gibbs may have to dial back the pressure. That's one of the things that it's big risk, big reward. But when they run the ball and you've brought all three of your linebackers, they find one little hole. There's some grass there.
I did not anticipate us being at a part in the game where Fulton wanted to shorten the game and Gibbs wanted it to be a track meet.
Yeah,
Moses.
Again, well covered. Allen was on him. There's just a good throw and catch by Fulton. Not more than a foot separating Allen from the receiver. But yes, Blake, we have a track meet, a high-scoring affair. If this keeps up, we could reach 100. At this point, I think Coach has called a great game, but it kind of makes you wonder if that last onside kick was necessary. It's easy to Monday morning quarterback that play after the fact, kind of seeing how it all happened, but it kind of makes you think, all right, we've got within one score, we've got a quarter to go. Maybe kick that one deep and give your defense a chance to.
Well, yeah, yes, but also they've run one kickoff back on you. And again, this really was the first drive Fulton's had all night where they did kind of move the chains before they went for that deep shot, So I think he's playing his odds here. They're going to try and go for the kill shot, and so it don't really matter where they've got the ball on the field, I guess.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about the crowd for Fulton being off. I don't think the crowd's off. I think it's just a big stadium over here that I'm not used to seeing.
It's deceivingly big.
You put this many people in some of the stadiums that we've been in recently, and it's packed.
Mm-hmm.
Saw on the interwebs the other day, one of these high school teams, you look back here in the end zone, you've always got the Pee Wee pickup game back there. There's always a Pee Wee pickup game. Well, one of these high schools, I don't know where it was in the country, I just saw it on, like I said, on the internet, put in a little mini 25-yard field back there for the kids to play on. Got markers, end zones, everything. It was pretty cool.
depending on who's playing in the actual game, some of those Pee Wee games is better entertainment.
Yeah. I think that's
John Caldwell.
Is it Caldwell? Good hard run for Caldwell, carrying a couple defenders for a few yards out to the 39-yard line. So Gibbs going to have good field position to start.
Had some extracurriculars up top.
Let's hope that that's not Gibbs, and let's hope it's on Fulton.
Saying it's just, for both teams, it's unnecessary. If you're Fulton, you just went up by 2 scores.
Yeah.
Don't give them anything. If you're down 2 scores right now, you definitely can't afford to give them anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to say it's offsetting.
Yeah, so they're going to offset. I think that's best case scenario if you're Gibbs.
I think they threw that just to keep things from getting chippy.
Yeah.
I think that was more of a throwing water on the fire deal.
Well, and I think 2 personal fouls are out of the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you've got your ref out there made his notes. All right, let's see if the Gibbs O-line, who's been playing great, can give Palmer some protection here. I think we're going to go right back to that aerial attack. You got Hubbs lined up in the backfield, making a good block. And here's Schoen again, getting behind the defense. Just didn't high point it just enough. I think he had a shot at that one. Good effort. Good sportsmanship going on down there on the sideline after a little chippy play. Got a new ball in, got a ref chasing the old ball. You reckon they have referee competitions? They give the old referee toss who can underhand it the farthest or something?
I don't know, but I've seen some refs over the years that's got a pretty underhanded pass.
Yeah. Oh, they can throw it 40 yards underhanded. Hubbs there with a good run, about 4 yards. It's going to bring up a third, and I'm going to say manageable, but I feel like Gibbs is in 4-down territory here. Probably going to snap this one. We got a player down, which is probably going to give Gibbs time to get off one more play before the end of the third quarter. We got 16 seconds left. I think they wanted to snap it.
Fortunately, looks like it's just a cramp.
Yeah. So again, 4-down territory here. You're at the 43-yard line. I don't see Coach punting. I don't know. Feel like I would punt. He's a lot more aggressive than I am and is doing well this year, so we'll go his way. Gibbs a little bit late, kind of coming over to the sideline to talk about it. Now they're going, nope, we're going to go back. So offense has got the play. I do believe they're going to try to get one more snap here in the third quarter. At this point, as we've talked about, you got to start looking to get out of bounds when you're down 2 scores with just a quarter to go. Stop that clock. Looks like the clock's going to start on the snap.
There's a free 5.
Yeah, so 5 yards. That good discipline by Gibbs, just drawing them off sides. Now you got a 3rd and short. Almost thinking Eli Hubbs right here.
Yeah, give it to him.
Let's move the sticks. You still got one more snap, so you've got 5 yards without taking any time off the clock. 3rd and 1. You got basically 2 tries to get this. He's not lined up like he's going to take the handoff. But he did.
Taking it.
He did, and he's got the first down with a little dive over to get another couple yards, and I think that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. No.
They're going to stop and move the chains.
Stop them to move the chains. Do you think he?
No, they're going
to let it run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yeah, I believe they got it off. And he's going to be picked off. Oh,
golly.
Yeah, that just not what you wanted out.
Didn't get enough air into the ball.
No, and I think as a coach, sometimes you second guess yourself. Man, should we just went to the fourth quarter? But I like the play call. I like the aggressiveness.
I think he was looking at, I don't think they knew whether they were going to Fulton was kind of standing around wondering if they were going. I think he was going to try and slip one in on them there.
You had about 3 guys that actually believed that the play was still happening. Honestly, myself, because when you watch from home, you can see the clock and you can see the play as it happens. I'm sitting here watching the clock, and as it ends, I look down and I think the ball's just snapped, but I think those players were kind of in the same mindset. Does the play count? Does it not? Fulton's got a player down after that interception.
It's the young man that picked it off.
Yeah.
But looking for the silver lining here for Gibbs. Fulton's going to have the ball on their own 7-yard line.
Let's take a break right here before the start of the fourth quarter. You got Fulton up 48-34, and it will be Fulton football on the 10 when we come back.
I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor of Clear Springs Baptist Church. While we take a break, I want to invite you and your family to come and join us at Clear Springs Baptist Church at the Crossroads in beautiful Coreyton, Tennessee.
All right, and we are back, Blake. I said the 10-yard line. It's the 15 is where Fulton is going to take over. If you're Gibbs, you've got 12 minutes. You're down 2 scores. Don't give up the big play, and we got to quit turning the ball over.
You got to be opportunistic here.
Yeah, good contain there. 6-yard gain by Fulton on the ground, and I think you're going to see that the rest of the game from Fulton. I don't think they're interested in throwing the ball and having incomplete passes. I think they're just going to run it, and you're going to have to stop them. Nonetheless, it's been an entertaining football game.
It's been a great football game.
Yeah.
Sloppy at times, but entertaining.
I think if you're Gibbs, you got to feel like you've given Fulton a lot. They have earned some points, but you got to feel like you've given them a lot. Short gain there on second down, going to bring up 3rd and 3. I think this is an area of the field, if you're Fulton, they're probably not going to go for anything other than a 4th and 1. So if you can hold them right here, you probably develop a punt situation.
I don't think Fulton would go for it. I think they're pretty deep in their territory. They're up 2 scores. But here's something if they do punt. The long snap.
Yeah.
It's been very slow, very long to develop for a kicker to be able to get the ball off his foot.
Yeah, Gibbs showing all-out blitz here, and they sell out to it. You got Walker out here trying to get him, and he's going to get the first down. And at this point, clock starts to become an issue. You got to find an answer to this Fulton run, and I don't know that the sellout blitz is it right now.
Walker got chipped just enough to give Marcellus the edge right there.
He was trailing him well, though.
Mm-hmm. They've done a good job of keeping him in the pocket. The problem has been the gaps up the middle that he's been able to exploit. That's where he's got his chunk yardage.
You can tell that they've been coached very well all week to keep contained. And they've done that. And again, here he's got nowhere to go, but he finds a seam, and he's just so shifty and spins so quick. I can't see who that was on the play. That was I believe that was Musselman that got him. Able to grab that jersey and sling him down, but he spins so quick. It's almost a violent spin. It's hard to grab a hold of him. So 2nd and a long 5. Fulton methodically starting to figure out how to create drives here. And going to go long downfield. Got a man wide open. I don't know why Allen released, but Allen did release on that play. I don't know if he thought he had help over the top with safety coverage. But Allen was on that receiver, and he released just as the ball was thrown. I have to think he thought he had safety help.
I guess, but my thought process is, why are you pulling off a receiver that you're on to come towards the line of scrimmage?
Yeah. I don't know.
Nothing there makes sense to me.
Yeah, that was a strange defensive play there. So Fulton going to go up 3 scores right here. You got to think that Gibbs feels like they're still in it, but you've got to clean it up.
A lot at the end of the tunnel is getting slightly dimmer.
Yeah. And again, a bobbled, I don't know what the flag on the ground is. Yeah, so that's really unfortunate for Gibbs if they're going to give them a retry here. It's going to be a dead ball. So Fulton had just bobbled the snap and was not going to get that extra point off, saved by their own mistake of a false start, and now going to have another shot at it. So Gibbs going to bring the house bunched up on this near side.
Got another flag down. Another false start.
I think that's going to be on Gibbs. He's probably
false start.
No. Wow. So we're just going to keep penalizing them until they make the field goal, I guess.
Gibbs is, I think it was J.J. Maldonado. He was backed off the line of scrimmage, took a couple stutter steps, and that guard moved.
Yeah. So at this point, this is getting to be a long extra point here. He had the distance on that last one, but sadly he's missed 2, didn't get to kick the first one and missed the second one.
If I'm the kicker, go ahead and back me up another 10. I'll take a shot at the state record for the longest PAT attempt here.
Yeah. And Gibbs is going to block it. So 54-34, 3 scores and extra points counting would win the game for you. And I think Gibbs has shown they're just as capable of a fast strike as Fulton is, but time is getting closer and closer. All right, before they line up for the kickoff, let's take one more quick little break.
I'm Paul Baird, the student pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. And as we're taking a break from this game, I want to personally invite any middle school or high school students to come check us out on Wednesday nights for Unfazed Student Ministry.
All right, and we're back. Fulton lined up for the kickoff. Gibbs got that. Wonder if we see some trickery here again on this reception, try to get a long return.
I don't know. My question is, all of our commercials that we have, it's usually our pastors talking, and I know our pastors well enough to know they're too long-winded for that short of a break, so they've been limited on how much they can say.
Some fabulous video editing by our man Nelson Creech.
A lot of delete button.
So as we line up for the kickoff here, we do have Keaton Roach manning the camera for us tonight, Kevin Roach and Nelson Creech running the system. And this can't be done without those folks. We greatly appreciate them. This is some long nights and unappreciated work that they do every time we're able to bring you this. And Fulton puts it on the ground again. And I can't see that he's running kind of like that's Levi. Yeah, that's Levi Allison, who's found a seam and going to get up to the 40, 41-yard line. So good return there by Levi Allison, showing some of that speed. Gibbs needs to come out, tempo, strike quick, and get the ball back. You've got to have 3 scores.
You want to stay out of, well, it's 4-down territory here.
Yeah.
But you want to stay out of 3rd and 4th and longs, but you still need to take deep shots at the same time. You want to strike quick, but don't get behind the chains too bad.
I like Walker. I like Schoen on any kind of deep threat. Maybe just get the ball in Kamin's hands, something he's been proven to be elusive. Palmer coming near side and almost picked off. Good defensive play by Fulton. Atkins was looking for the pass interference over the back, but Fulton was just playing the ball. Good effort there at it. So we've got a 2nd and 10, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the game. Allen goes in motion. And they're going to hand off to Hubbs. Up the middle, not much. Yard maybe. band for Fulton down here getting fired up. They're feeling it.
They got some awful colorful drums, too.
I like it.
I'm not sure what that scheme is.
It's a graffiti scheme. I've dubbed it.
But it's Brock.
I've dubbed it the graffiti scheme. We got Palmer rolling. He's looking for Walker, who's made the catch for first down yardage. You just got to hold on to the ball or catch a whistle, but he's still
running.
going. Bryson Walker fights for a extra 6 yards the hard way. Those plays make me nervous.
Yeah, they do. But what a throw by Palmer. That was on a rope.
Yeah, great throw and catch and great extra effort by Bryson Walker, trying to make a name for himself for player of the game. Now he's rolling out.
Palmer.
Yeah, you got to watch out. He's going to go up top to Kamen. Oh, and I got to have some pass interference there. He was tackled before he got a chance at the ball right in front of the ref. I think if we've had a pass interference all night, that was it. I don't feel like that's overthrown. I think Kamen had a shot at that ball.
It looked like maybe he had his inside arm pinned by the cornerback.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, well, he tackled him. Kamen didn't just fall, so Gibbs again going tempo. Palmer's throws on a rope to Walker, who has first down yardage. So you're going to be looking at 1st and 10. The clock's going to stop here. 8 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. Gibbs needs 3 scores with extra points to win. And you got to know that Fulton's going to continue that run attack if they get the ball back. Going to bring Atkins in motion. And they're going to just sails it over the head of Atkins.
Something, I don't know if Gibbs has seen it. Marcellus up here at safety, he's very aggressive coming down on those out routes right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got the time up front to let that develop, quick little pump fake to the flat, and you have Walker wide open come over the top on the post route.
Yeah. So Palmer going to run it. And he makes a throw the last second to Allen.
Get in there.
Who's going to be down to the 2-yard line.
What a play by Palmer.
Wow. Credit. Everybody's trying to be player of the game.
What a play by Palmer.
Win, lose, or draw, there are several guys who have stepped up tonight and played good games. Palmer's still playing tempo. Atkins is going to have to get off the field really, really quick. Brought Levi Allison in. Atkins is off. And they're going to hand it to Hubbs.
Get in there,
and
Hubbs.
He's in for a Gibbs touchdown. That's going to 8 minutes and 17 seconds left. These extra points are becoming critical. We're going to need Angola to make this. Waiting on the snap. Kick is up and good. So, 2-score game, Blake. 8 minutes to go. We've got to figure out something for the run game.
Punch, strip, bot, whatever you got to do. Get the ball free.
So we use the pressure to stop the passing game. Do you go back to just running a normal defense and spreading out? Because it seems like they're getting – there's nobody in the secondary to stop them.
You know, I like the pressure that they're getting. Maybe stagger your pressure out to where more gaps are covered instead of overloading one side of the ball.
You got to think Fulton's looking for an onside kick right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for an onside kick. I don't even know what. I'm glad that Coach is coaching the game and I'm not, because I have no idea what to do at this point.
They're playing. You've got Marcellus, and I'm not sure who number 3 is.
I got a list.
They've walked up a little bit. Maybe try and stick this in the end zone, pin them deep.
Yeah, that's Chenault, who's got some speed as well. I don't know. You know, you've got the onside kick, try to get the ball back right here and just keep it out of their hands. But we've had 2 unsuccessful attempts tonight. And I like the call. You gotta go for it.
You got to think eventually the up guys from Fulton make a mistake. It takes a bad bounce on them.
Yeah, that one had 0 hop to it. I'm not sure if he just missed the kick the way he wanted to kick it. Now you've got some guys playing. See, Kamen playing both sides of the ball here, playing free safety, has been for a couple series. Hubs. A good throw and catch there by Fulton, which is surprising. I really looked for them to just run the ball.
The ball came out.
Yeah. I'm not sure Gibbs got a lot of stuff.
The ref saying forward progress was stopped.
Yeah.
Looked to me like he was still fighting for yardage.
Yeah, that's one of those could go either way. Not first down yardage, but a good throw and catch by Fulton.
He called that awful early too.
Mm-hmm.
Little quick on that.
That's the same side of the field that I believe a pass interference call was missed on, but I'll let that go. All right, so Fulton not going to go quietly into the night. Going to keep trying to pass the ball. And,
get him, Hubs.
Yeah.
Golly, Moses.
He's so slippery.
Hubs is pissed.
Yeah.
Lord help somebody if he's able to square up on him.
I have to say it's been entertaining, to say the least. I'm surprised that Fulton is not working the clock to try and shorten this game up, seeing how Gibbs is moving the ball against them pretty much at will as well. I didn't see this big of a track meet tonight. And it's not what I don't think Gibbs wanted it to turn into, but clock really becoming an issue. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Gibbs getting pressure and another drop ball. There's a break. It's going to stop the clock. You're going to be looking at 3rd and 10 for Fulton. So biggest news there is the clock stops. 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Gibbs has put us in some humdingers this year, Blake.
Sheesh. Up and down.
I'll tell you what, if we're scoring them on entertainment, they get an A.
Every week is a roller coaster of emotion here.
Yeah, it's been some fun games to watch. This one's starting to look like we're not going to have the outcome we want. Another low snap, and he's just so quick.
Jeez.
He's just so quick.
That's ankles again.
Yeah, that's going to be a touchdown. So credit Fulton. Me personally as a coach, I'm working the clock right there and just trying to kill this game while I've got the lead. Fulton says, no, we're going to put more on you. I can't wait to see what kind of field goal debacles we've got down here. That's been some of the most entertaining part of the night. So we have broke 100 points.
You know, it's one of those, you can't tell the kids to stop playing.
No.
You know, athletes are going to athlete, you know.
Yeah.
And you give an athlete like that space to move, and he's gonna toast you.
Yeah, and credit Fulton with the aggressive play calling. Like I said, if I'm Fulton's coach, I'm probably trying to milk this clock down, run the ball, and just end it.
Missed that one too.
No, he got it.
Oh, he got it.
All right, we're going to take a quick break right here, and then we'll be back with 7:05 left.
I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor of Clear Springs Baptist Church. While we take a break, I want to invite you and your family to come and join us at Clear Springs Baptist Church at the Crossroads in beautiful Corryton, Tennessee.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the broadcast today. My name is Rob Maddox. I'm the worship pastor here at Clear Springs, and I would love to invite you and your family to come join us for one of our worship services on Sundays. We have them in the morning at 10:15 and in the evening at 6 o'clock, and we would love to have you come join us for one of those services.
All right, and we are back. 7:05 here to go in the fourth quarter. Gibbs down. Three scores.
Yeah.
3 scores and 3 extra points wins it. I feel like I've been saying that for the past quarter and a half because we're just going back and forth, 61-41. We got a total of 102 points scored tonight.
You know, and you think, you know, if you're Gibbs, if you're on, you know, the coaching staff, you think, okay, if we put we're north of 40, we got a really, really good shot of winning this game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, you know, the sad part is, Blake, I personally believe in this team enough. I still believe they have a shot at winning it. It's going to take a quick score and some onside kicks and some breaks. Can't see who that was with
number
the ball.
19.
That was Hunter Carnes. Hunter Carnes showing a little bit of speed out there. So Gibbs with a decent return, going to have the ball at about the 36, 37-yard line, 6:55 to go in the game. You got to have a quick score, and I think onside kicks are for the rest of the game, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep taking that chance.
Statistically, one's got to go your way at some point.
I'm thinking this last one, me personally, I would have probably tried to kick that out of bounds. And you're only down 2 scores with 8 minutes left while you've been moving the ball. But, you know, again, it's Monday morning quarterbacking at its finest up here. So Palmer back to pass. I think a hand. I think that was tipped. Yeah. 14 got a hand on that intended pass to Connor Atkins. I do like what I've seen as far as the rest of the season goes with Gibbs being able to pass the ball.
I think with the remaining games, I think your only hiccup's going to be Anderson County. That's a tough, tall task to tackle with Anderson County. They've got a pretty good thing rocking and rolling, but I think respectively to all the other teams, it should be fairly easy sledding from here on out. Yeah,
and I tell you what, to have 2 running backs, you know, if it goes back to if Frog had wings, they wouldn't bump their hind end on the ground when they hopped. Fulton all over that one in the backfield. But when you've got 2 running backs, the caliber of Boone Brockwell and drawing a blank, he's been out for 3 weeks, Nathan Butler. You got 2 backs like that. To have them taken out this early in the season is just ludicrous. Because you got to think, hey, if one goes down, we've still got the other.
He's got Walker.
Yeah, he's got wide open Connor Atkins, who's just needs a block right here.
Get a block.
And I believe he's going to be in for a Gibbs touchdown. No laundry on the field. That's going to be 6 points.
What a play for
your Gibbs Eagles. Yeah, wow. Bryson Palmer kept that alive. Had 2 guys just standing down here. Good job, Bryson Allen, making that block that secured the touchdown to go on in. Told you we still had a chance.
We got to get an onside kick.
What's the record for most onside kicks not recovered?
I don't know. We got to be getting close.
Yeah. So, in this extra point scenarios that we've had tonight, and Angola is good. So 61-48 right now. You got to think there's an onside kick coming. Wow.
I wouldn't have thought this.
No.
I wouldn't have thought 61-48.
No. And I don't think it's over. We've got 6 minutes left. We're scoring a touchdown a minute here.
I kind of wished it'd get overtime. We might be here until tomorrow morning.
Well, Blake, we've got an event at church tomorrow that I've not really mentioned tonight because I'm not sure if registration's over or not. But they've got the game day tomorrow. I got to be there at 8 a.m. I'm being told that registration is anybody can still come. Yeah, so it is still open. You need to show up at 8 a.m. to register. The event starts at 9. It's a big, fun day. I think it's $20 per child. I don't know if we've showed any advertisements on that or not. But that's the info on it. Guys, seriously, if you've got kids that might want to attend middle and high school age, they have tons of games for these kids to play all day long. Again, registration starts at 8 in the morning, and I got to be there, so I don't want to see overtime. I'd like to win this in regulation. All right, well, here we go. We got some more of this trickery. Oh, and they're just going to watch it roll and do the block. And it's got potential.
It's got it.
Yes,
it gives football.
Yes. Wow. Credit
Get you some of that.
the coaches of Gibbs. That has got to be so. If you watched the North Carolina App State game a few weeks ago.
Heck of a football game.
North Carolina let the bodies hit the floor on an onside kick, and that was their approach, was just kick it and hit everybody in front of you, and they had 2 trailers to come catch the ball.
Shiminy Christmas.
Wow. What a play design
and Angola
by the Gibbs coach.
Made that go
Yes.
just an inch further than it needed to.
Yes, and I'm giving 98% credit to the coaches for that call and that design. Great job by Angola kicking it.
And the ball wasn't even on the tee. The ball was laying on its side on the ground.
Yeah, wow. As if it couldn't get any more entertaining. So Palmer back, and he's got
him.
Walker over the middle, who just got to hold on to that football. Just hold on to it.
Go down,
wow.
go down. Here we go. On the move.
5 more yards after the initial hit for Bryson Walker. He is making me a nervous wreck up here.
The post, it's there every single time he runs it.
Yeah, so I believe we've got a injured player. They're going to make him come off the field, number 2. So this is TSSAA's way of kind of fighting that when you're slowing down the tempo of the game, is they're sending them out of the game. If you go down, you have to sit a play out, and that's what they just did. They stopped the clock and made that player sit a play out because he was down on the field. So Palmer back with Hubbs in the backfield. I got to think aerial attack. I don't know if we're going to go to a run game right here.
Between the game and the band down here, the blood's pumping.
Yeah. I told you with 3 scores down and 6 minutes to go, I still felt like Gibbs had a chance. Maybe it's trap gas. We did eat some pizza, but I still feel like they've got a chance. All right, we got a timeout. Let's take a quick little break right here.
I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor of Clear Springs Baptist Church. While we take a break, I want to invite you and your family to come and join us at Clear Springs Baptist Church at the Crossroads in beautiful Corryton, Tennessee.
I'm Paul Baird, the student pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. And as we're taking a break from this game, I want to personally invite any middle school or high school students to come check us out on Wednesday nights for Unfazed Student Ministry.
All right, we are back. 4th quarter, 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Gibbs has the ball, 1st and 10 on the Fulton 30-yard line. Palmer back to pass, got some backside pressure.
He's got him wide open.
He's got Atkins just overthrew him just a little bit. Wow. I'm not going to fault him at all. He overthrew that just a little. But in Palmer's defense, Atkins quit running just a little bit. He quit running just a little bit, and we all know what kind of arm Palmer's got.
I think Atkins thought he was under pressure. I thought he was trying to come back to him for an easier throw.
And Palmer lit him up. So nonetheless, a missed opportunity there for Gibbs. 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Palmer back again. He's going to throw it across the middle. Wow. Just off the fingertips of Bryson Walker. And then Atkins had a shot in it there off the tip.
Palmer's throwing some laser beams out here.
Yeah, I think you got to take just a little bit off of it. Give your receivers a chance to catch it. 3rd and 10 here in 4-down territory. I think at this point, unless you've got something wide open, let's focus on moving the sticks. That's your second oatmeal cream pie there, Blake. Palmer rolling out.
Feel my sugar getting low watching all this.
And he's got Schoen. Yeah, he's got Kamen Schoen on the sideline for the 1st down. Good play, move the stick, stop the clock. Yeah, at your age, you can get by with that. When you get to be in your 40s, you can't be having 4 or 5 pieces of pizza and 2 oatmeal cream pies.
Bikini season's over with. We're getting into hunting season. It's time to put some weight on.
Put some thermal insulation. All right, so Gibbs moving the ball. 5:20 to go in the game. Palmer back to pass. Got pressure. He's got Walker over the middle.
It's all day.
Oh, and Walker's going to be taken down at about the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Hubs time.
Clock's going to stop till they get the ball set here. I like Palmer on a little naked roll out here.
Hubs time.
No, it is Hubs, and he's going to get in.
Yahtzee.
Wow, what a game. Gibbs now down 1 score pending this extra point. Well, even if they don't make this extra point, another touchdown, extra point could tie the game. But you put it to where you're within striking distance of winning the game right here if you can pull off a defensive stand.
Incredible.
It's been, I thought the Central game was the best game that I'd seen in a while. This one's been a good one, too.
Oh, golly.
Almost got there, but Angola puts it true for a 61-55 6-point game, 5:07 to play. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back for the remaining part of your 4th quarter.
If you do not attend church anywhere, we would love to invite you and your family to visit Clear Springs. Our church is truly for the entire family. We offer Sunday school and ministries for all ages, but most importantly, we have Christ-centered preaching. Pastor Justin Pratt and our church family share often that it is truly amazing at what the Lord is doing in our church. We are located in the heart of the Gibbs community at Harbison's Crossroads. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the broadcast today. My name is Rob Maddox. I'm the worship pastor here at Clear Springs, and I would love to invite you and your family to come join us for one of our worship services on Sundays. We have them in the morning at 10:15 and in the evening at 6 o'clock, and we would love to have you come join us for one of those services.
All right, we are back, Blake. Gosh, we're going to see another onside kick. I know it. It's the same ball placement as the last time. You got to think Gibbs is going to try the exact same maneuver. It worked last time.
I do not see Angola. Angola's not on the field.
All right, so they've done the little squibble.
Get there.
I think Fulton's going to recover that one.
I like the spin that the ball had there.
I like the last one better. Just let the bodies hit the floor. You got 5 minutes and 5 seconds if you're Gibbs here. You can't give up anything.
Has there ever been a Gibbs-Fulton game that was 61-55?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, never. And I feel pretty confident in that.
I don't think there is.
We're talking about 116 points right now in this game. And most likely with 5:05 left to go, there's going to be more.
Mm-hmm. This is like the Fulton and Greenville playoff games from a few years ago, you know?
Yeah. So ball's on the ground, but Jackson has found some running room. About a 4-yard gain there is what they're maybe 5 yards, what they're going to give him credit for. And you got to think Fulton's going to slow this down, I have to think.
Yeah. Hubbs was trailing hard. I thought maybe he'd get that right arm in there. And
Yeah, so Gibbs has all 3 timeouts. I think if Fulton gets a first down here, you may see Gibbs start using those. And Fulton just not letting off the gas.
Yeah. Oh, good hit. Ball!
Yeah, ball's out. They're going to rule that incomplete.
Oh, jeez.
But heck of a hit. That counts as an incomplete pass, Blake. That is as good an outcome as you could have had right there. The clock's going to stop with 4:30 to go.
And I wish he had took a step with that before that hit happened.
Yeah, I mean, you got to love that hit, that impact, that aggressiveness. But outside of a complete turnover, that's the best thing that could have happened. No yards gained, and the clock stopped. So Fulton here with a big 3rd down.
Who hit him right there? Who was that coming down?
I was so excited. I don't know. I want to say it was. I don't know. They can watch it again tomorrow. And he's back to pass. Oh, golly. Hunter Carnes right there trailing him. So at this point, 4:24 left. Fulton's got a first down. I almost think Fulton probably starts to play 4-down territory here. And probably not yet, but it's going to start nearing the time where Gibbs is going to have to start thinking about some timeouts. I don't think right after this play, but you're going to start getting close to where time's an issue. Fulton still being aggressive.
Oh,
and
good play.
Good tackle.
Good play.
Good tackle right there. DeJuan Harris on the play.
We've not said his name much, but it's been at big times when he does do something.
Announcer gave West credit for that call, but that was DeJuan Harris. So 2nd and long. This is where you want to be if you're Gibbs. You want to flip the field back on Fulton. New running back in here now. And he's going to go back to pass, and he's getting chased. There was a hold there. Oh, you never leave your feet. He's got a man, but he's going to throw it out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, it's going to be out of bounds, incomplete.
There's a flag right down here.
I'm hoping that's a holding call.
I think that's got to be an illegal lineman or illegal man downfield.
Yeah, number 50 was way downfield. But the clock stops there with the incomplete pass out of bounds. You're going to be sitting here 3rd and long. If I'm coach, I'd decline this if you can. Let's get 3rd down, Ineligible man downfield, declined. Yeah, so we're going to decline that so that it goes to be 3rd down. Had Gibbs accepted that penalty, it would have been 2nd down and longer yardage, but coach is looking to get the ball back here. Win, lose, or draw, Blake, it's been a good game.
Fantastic football game.
All right, so let's see what Fulton is going to do here. They're going to go back for a pass.
Oh, get there.
Yeah, we just got to stop him right here.
There we go. Attaboy,
so it's going to be 4th and 5. I have to think that Fulton's going to go for this. I don't see any reason why you don't. You're on the 25-yard line. I think Fulton's going to push for a first down right here.
Hub's got them little T-Rex arms on him. He yanked him.
If he gets a hold of you, I don't think you're getting away from him.
Snatched him.
Good play defensively by Gibbs. And you need to stand right here. Jackson tired. He's had the ball in his hands all night long. He's made some miraculous plays.
I don't know how many yards he actually has on the night, but in total he's ran for over 1,000.
Yeah.
Whether it's north, south, east, or west, he's ran for over 1,000, it seems like.
So timeout Fulton here. They're going to give these guys a chance to catch their breath, and they're going to try to come up with something. I think if you're Gibbs right here, you have to be ready for anything. You can't let the defenders get behind you. I'm looking for a flea flicker type play or something right here. They may just try to get Jackson out in open field.
You got to think, something along the lines of a man two. Lock somebody up with it. Everybody should be on somebody, have two over the top, and keep your linebacker sitting there in the middle waiting for Marcellus to do something.
Yeah, you've got to spy him, and they have been all night long. They've done a good job keeping contained. We've talked about that leading up to this game. He's a guy they were going to have to contain him. For the most part, they've done it. He's got loose a few times, but I feel like Gibbs has contained him pretty well. 4th and a short 5 yards to go. Fulton going to play from the shotgun. You got to think that you can't let him get anywhere near the line of scrimmage with the ball in his hands because he's just so elusive. He makes the throw and it hits the turf, so it's going to be Gibbs football with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the game.
That was played perfect.
On about the Gibbs 24-yard line, you've got a chance. They've got a chance. A touchdown, Blake, ties it. An extra point would win. At this point, just don't turn it over.
I don't want to jinx them, Bud, but you said when they were down 3 scores with 6 minutes to go, you still felt like they had a chance. And in my mind, I thought you're crazy, Bud. You've lost it. You've been up too long.
Yeah.
But now,
I feel like my wife. I'm right.
I thought
this is what she feels like all the time.
I thought you were a Looney Tune.
Yeah. So, all right. So, you got to think pass right here. I got to think Walker. I got to think Schoen. Palmer's on the rollout. He's got nothing. He's just going to get to the sideline, get out of bounds, and stop that clock. He actually gained a yard, maybe. No, it's going to be no gain. No gain. Good coverage there by Fulton. I'll tell you something else, Blake. It's got chippy a couple times, but for the most part, there has been some good sportsmanship in this game. I've seen players from both sides patting each other on the back. He's got Atkins, not anymore. He's going to just take off and get down. Now at this point, you still got plenty of time. You've got all 3 timeouts, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Clock is rolling, so you've got to go tempo. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Again, we're in 4-down territory right here. Ref stopping this play for potential measurement right here.
But Palmer might not have just knockout speed on him, but he extends a play as well as anybody in Knox County.
Yeah.
He does a phenomenal job of keeping plays alive with his feet.
My favorite word for guys like him, Jackson on Fulton's side, Kamen Schoen, is elusive. They've got some speed, but you think you got them, and they don't. So coming for the measurement here, Gibbs got basically 2 tries to get this. It's 3rd down. And they're going to be about a football length short. So about a football length short on the measurement. And they're going to re-spot the ball using the chain here on the far hash. And this is kind of one of those, hey, you can do anything, just don't mess up.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
you've got 2 downs. Go backwards. You've got 2 downs to pick up 8 inches right here.
This is probably what you're going to call 3rd and hubs, maybe a sneak.
Yeah.
But I think you've just got to get this first down.
What's the chances we run a flea flicker with hubs?
I don't know.
There's a wrinkle.
had a play call similar to that, and Hubbs is going to get the first down after a bobbled snap and about 6 yards more. So it's going to be first down. Clock will stop for them to move the chains. Minute 55 left to go. Gibbs has all 3 timeouts. Palmer back to pass, and he finds Atkins sitting in the middle field for first down yardage. Pending the spot, they're moving the chain, so the clocks will stop one more time. They've got the play called in. The clock is being wound right now, minute 42 and ticking. Palmer rolls left, and he finds Schoen, who gets out of bounds at the Falcon 35-yard line. Gibbs moving the ball, Blake.
Golly, I'm looking down here at Kitts, the offensive coordinator. He looks as cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
I mean, as cool as a cucumber down here.
Yeah.
Like he's getting paid to do this or something.
So Palmer in shotgun drops back to pass. They've got to rush. He's going to find a seam.
He is going
He's going to get out of bounds and stop the clock with a minute 29 to go. At this point, Blake, you've got to start thinking that the clock needs to be close to nothing when you score.
Right, because they've still got number 1 on the other side of the ball.
Yeah. So at this point, you've methodically moved the ball down the field. You have all 3 timeouts. Fulton, on the other hand, only has 1. So in the chance that Gibbs puts it in here, Fulton's now racing the clock. And they're going to give to Hubbs, who's going to have good yardage, about a 5-6 yard gain.
I'd do that 2 more times.
If I could get 5 yards of carry, I'd do it over and over. You're going to see Coach Turner bleed this clock now. The sense of urgency is going to go down just a little bit. Palmer back, gets the play call. Puts Allen in motion. He's set.
Right there.
He's got Connor.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord help us all.
Wow. Near interception. All right. Gather yourself. The clock has stopped. It's 3rd down.
You talk about your butt puckering right there.
Yeah.
Golly.
Wow. He almost made a terrific play. That was almost a one-handed grab.
He almost went to the well one too many times on that one. They've been killing him on that post route, and finally the safety said, I've had enough of it.
Yeah, so Palmer rolls right. He's got nobody. Oh, Atkins was, I think that was honestly intended for Atkins or Allen, either one, but neither one of them were looking for the ball. I don't know that Atkins, I think he turned to block just about the right time that Palmer decided to throw. Gibbs got 5 yards here, Blake. It's 4th, and this is the game. You don't get it right here.
Yeah, this would be a good time to call a timeout and talk about it.
Call a timeout and think about it.
Whatever ace you've got up your sleeve, this is when you pull it out right here.
Yeah, what you've been doing's been working. I'm almost feeling, unless they've got some kind of trick play that they're going to pull out right here, I think you roll Palmer to Bryson Walker, Kamen Schoen's side of the field, and if there's nothing there, try to get it with your feet. You've still got 2 timeouts and 55 seconds.
Maybe I'm crazy. Elijah Hubbs dropped a long pass on the other end of the field in the first half. Play action, roll him on a wheel route. Nobody has stayed backside for Fulton all night long. Let him run the naked wheel route on the far side of the field. Roll Palmer to the right and just flip it over their heads.
Yeah. If he can get a chip block on his way out, I'm with you. Hubbs has been a big part of that protection in the pass game tonight. I'm going to let these coaches coach the game, Blake. It's one play, we need 5 yards. You don't have to score here.
I know Hubbs, like I said, Hubbs dropped the 1, but I've got as much faith in number 40 as I do anybody on this field right now. I'd feed it to him.
I'm with you. All right, so Palmer in shotgun. He's rolling right.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Get rid of the ball.
You got to throw it up. Yeah, that's going to be a fumble and a ball game. So Fulton likely to walk out of here with a victory in a fantastic game. I can't take anything away from Gibbs. Palmer was looking, just didn't see the open man. Credit to Fulton. They played a good game. I do think that we give them just a little bit too much of a head start in the first half.
He had him. Mm-hmm. He was standing there by himself.
Well, and so here's the thing right there. You only needed 5 yards. You've got a couple guys open just to get that 5 yards. But Bryson's trying to cipher out all these burgundy jerseys coming at him. and find something to do. So Fulton's now going to take their final timeout. Why, I do not know. I think, to me, you're in victory formation right here, Blake. Don't know what that final timeout was about.
I think it might just be a gentle reminder of don't let something stupid happen.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, if you're Gibbs, you come away, you don't have a bad taste in your mouth.
No,
because you gave them. I mean, you spotted them 3 touchdowns in the first half. You have fought your way out of 2 different 3-touchdown holes.
Yeah.
And, boy, if nothing else, they've got as much fight in them as anybody around.
I think and you're exactly right. They never for a minute thought they were out of this game, and they weren't. I think if I'm coach, I do what I'm doing, but I go back and we watch some film and we talk about some of these turnovers. We talk about, holding on to the ball and some of these turnovers that gave them the early lead. And when I say gave it to them, we gave it to them.
Yeah. Credit Fulton. They took advantage. Yeah. But just a lot of freebies.
Yeah, so Gibbs going to take a timeout here, and they're going to burn their last 2 and try to just bust this thing up. They're going to try to mess up the snap. .8 seconds left in the game. Going to be second down. Blake, it's been a good game. I can't help but I hate to say this because it sounds horrible, but we gave it to them in the first quarter.
Yep.
We gave it to them in the first quarter.
Why's the clock running?
It looks like they may have run a couple more seconds off of it to adjust it. Played in a softball game a while back, had some clock issues. I don't know if you know anything about that.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, so it looks like we might have adjusted that clock to let the full 5 seconds. I don't know that it actually started on time. Coach Turner wanting to talk to the official here to see what's up about that. Gibbs did burn a timeout there. They should only have 1 left. It's showing 2 on the scoreboard. We burned 1 on offense just a minute ago to get that play, and we just burned 1 just now. So we should just have 1 timeout to give. It should be second down. Yeah, they finally got that fixed on the marker. So it's going to be second down, and Gibbs looking for a prayer, just trying to knock that ball loose. And not going to do it, going to use that last timeout. But, yeah, you have to think that Coach needs to talk about fumbles, ball security. I like the fight. Right now at this point in time, you talked about Anderson County being the only hiccup. I think Gibbs can play with anybody, but they've got to play clean. And I talked to Mike Mount earlier this week, and we were talking about just playing clean and keeping contained on Jackson. I feel like they've contained him tonight. I don't feel like we played as clean as we could have. I lost count of the turnovers. I think there was 4, 3 fumbles. 3 fumbles and maybe 5. 3 fumbles and maybe 2 interceptions. So maybe 5 turnovers, and you're still in the game 61-55. You gave them 3 of those scores. It's been a good game. It's been a good game. Gibbs still in it for the region.
This is not a region game, correct?
I don't think
this hurts them as far as playoff seeding.
I don't think so. Somebody will probably correct us on that. I don't know. Let me see. I might can tell you that here in just a. And 39.4 left on the clock, and the clock should be running, and it is.
Nelson said this is a district game.
Okay, so they're going to let that clock run out and call it a game. There's just a couple of ticks difference in the play clock and the game clock. Honestly, they should have to snap it one more time. I think the refs are just going to let this game end.
I think that's what Turner's complaining about.
Pleading the case that there should be one more snap. And the ref is going to give it points. There should be 0.1 or 0.2 seconds on the board.
Yeah, he's stopping it.
Yeah, he's going to call them back out and make them snap it one more time for third down. I don't know what you're going to gain here. It would take a miracle, an act of Jesus, if you will, for Gibbs to score.
Would it surprise you, though?
No, it wouldn't surprise me, but that's what it's going to take to score with what's probably going to be like 0.1, 0.2 seconds left on the clock. I think Fulton fan base is kind of like, hey, this is over. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, one more play. They're going to make them snap it.
Yeah. I was watching the clock, and I felt like there should be like 0.1, 0.2 seconds on the clock. So this is going to be a final snap. On the flip side of this, Blake, Fulton's kind of been on a skid. So these are all high school age kids. If I can't be happy for mine, I'm going to be happy for theirs. This is a good bounce back for them.
Well, and from what I gather, obviously Fulton has got talent.
Yep.
It's not like they have no weapons. From what I gather, there's been some kind of the same thing. Gibbs, they've dealt with some games where they had a lot of self-inflicted wounds, and it's caused them to lose those games. So
yeah, and I also think not having Boone Brockwell and having Nathan Butler has hurt Gibbs tonight, because that was a good 1-2 punch. But nonetheless, good ball game. Not the outcome we wanted, but I think Gibbs played as good as I expect them to play aside from the turnovers. So we appreciate you guys listening, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
On behalf of the Clear Springs Baptist Church Network and our staff, we want to take the time to thank you for watching this football game. We love our community, and we love Gibbs. We also want to take this time to give our invitation for you and your family to come join us on Sundays at 10:15, Sunday nights at 6 o'clock, and Wednesday nights at 6:30 at Clear Springs Baptist Church. We have fun for the entire family, and we want to invite you to come and grow with us.